with the girl. I'm no hero, but I'm yours. I can't fly through the air, be everywhere, but I can't. I'm no hero. Oh, even without my cape, I was trying to save the day. Oh, no hero.
Want to dedicate that song to my homeboy T-Rock. Y'all know what it is. GoRadio.com. What's up, family? It's your girl, JustPatrice, and I'm inviting you to log on every Tuesday, 1 to 4 p.m. Central Standard Time for my radio show, right here and exclusively on GoRadio.com.
It's all the way live.
Adiós mío, papi. No puedo dejar de sentir una especial de manera de usted.
You already know.
Sometimes it's hard to explain how you feel when your troubles are weighing you down. And it's hard to accept that the world has your back when you cry and there's no one around. But it's okay, girl, to take a day, girl, to regroup and to relax your mind. I know your pain, girl. Trust when I say, girl, that tomorrow is gonna be alright. Breathe just breathe. Nobody said it'd be easy. You're working hard to take care of your babies. And the way the world's set up, even when your man gives up, you got to keep it moving on. So it's okay, girl. Take a day, girl, to regroup and to relax your mind. I know your pain, girl. Trust when I say, girl, that tomorrow is gonna be alright. Just breathe. Just breathe. Just breathe. Then lay your troubles down. When you're tired of all the drama, makes me wanna holler, yeah. I know you're tired of stressing with the world on your shoulders. Breathe in, breathe out, let it go. I know you're tired of stressing. I know, yeah. Breathe in, breathe out, let it go. 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 microphone check. 1 2 1 2 with our family. It's your girl, JustPatrice. You are officially logged on to blowradio.com. It's Tuesday, and we live up in this bitch. You already know how we get down. I'm excited to be here with you guys. It's always exciting to be here with you guys. Exciting to share some information, learn a little bit, grow and be, collectively just be. And I'm excited about that, as I always am on Tuesdays. Shout out to everybody that is checking in. If you log on, make sure that you share the video for me, please, because I want to make sure that I got all the info out there. I want to try to build as much as we can. So share the video, and just get your friends together and come log in. I want to talk a little bit, and I'm hoping that y'all are willing to discuss with me today, because that's important. It's always good for me to sit and talk, but it's even better and always greater an experience for all of us when we get to talk together. So if you want to call in, which of course I encourage you to do, that number is area code 414-885-4739. That's 414-885-4739. And yeah, if you want to just inbox me, you can do that too, right here on Facebook. I'm open to the inbox. If you want to make your comment privately, you can do that. If you have my number, you want to text me, you can do that. You can even send a text message to the 414-885-4739, and I will get it and I will read it, and we will go from there. If you want it to be anonymous, then you make sure you let me know that you want it to be anonymous. You can also send me an email to I am JustPatrice at gmail.com. I got my handy dandy cell phone right here with me, so I'll be more than happy to make sure that I am checking that information as well. Let me make sure you log on, cross our T's, dot our I's, make sure our stuff is together. Of course, you must be logged on to blowradio.com, because where else would you be right now? Sipping this for here with us on the station 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. It's the only place to be. And I said it before, I believe it in my whole heart. Yes, right here, blowradio.com, and with you, right? Us together, us, our thing. And oh my God, you know how you are overwhelmed with like feelings and emotions and the thoughts. And I'm glad it's the Live with JustPatrice show. And I'm glad that being open and honest about my emotions and how I'm feeling is a part of the format, because I really don't know if I could be anything else today. Yeah, because sometimes you just got to say what it is and let it be what it is. And through it all, I think that today's topic, which happens to be acceptance, is like perfect. Like, you sleep on some things, you get up with the spirit in your mind, and you're like, okay, what we gonna talk about today? What we gonna chop it up about today? And sometimes, you be on one, and then sometimes you wake up and you be like, okay, I'm just gonna open up myself and allow the Most High to use you. And so topics and things come up, and depending on what that is and what that looks like, you go from there. And 4 times today, just this morning, in the runs that I made, dropping off my young HBC gear to the folks that purchased it, having conversation with my mom, talking to my brothers, at least 4 times, the concept and idea of being forced, quote unquote, to accept some space, and then welcoming an ideal or a situation, or just putting it all into perspective. There are many takes on the of having to accept, without me even mentioning that was today's show, without me even mentioning what that would or should look like, or just my take on what it would or should look like. And for me, I took that as an open confirmation that sometimes we need to talk about it. Shout out to Paula Brown Hinton. What's up, sis? How you doing? Lorena Star Marie, Jackie Holton for chiming in. If you guys are logged on, make sure that you log on and comment so I can speak to y'all accordingly. Make sure that you share the video because we want folks in and join the conversation. And then I want you to remember that my line is absolutely open. If you want to join the conversation, 414-885-4739. That's area code 414-885-4739. Now, today's topic based on acceptance. Today, if you decide, you know what, Trish, I want to get like all the way on, send me the link, inbox me, and if you ain't on one that's gonna get us hung up on, then I'm going to send you a link, and you can actually be live on a video with me today. uh, just for the energy, just for the energy. It has been a very interesting, has it been 2 weeks? It's the 10th. Damn, it's been like 2 weeks. Oh, so I've been moving, right? It ain't never fun. You know, like moving ain't like ever fun. Like I want it to be like, even if you got moving people and you be like, put this here, you know, you can just put that there. And then you gotta worry about people dropping your stuff and breaking your stuff and tearing up your stuff or doing whatever it is. And then being in your space, you know what I mean? Like this is all my private space. What did you touch? And whatever the case may be. It just ain't never no fun. And then um, you face moving challenges, like a lot of them. And not so much that you know, it's just moving is never no fun for me. Let's just put it that way. I don't not I broke another set of nails. You see this? Look at that. I'm showing y'all because I'm getting it fixed, of course. And my nail tech was like, "You sure?" This I moved already. I broke this post straighten during the straighten up time. That's so disturbing for me. You know, like all the nail, all the it's been rough, y'all. It's been rough. Simple things. Shout out to the family. Blowradio.com fam is in the building. Appreciate you guys. Shout out to my boy D Rock at work, listening, doing this Stizzo, and everybody else that is chiming in. Let me see. Shout out to Chris. Shout out to Al. Shout out to who is that? I don't know. I'm not sure. Hi, anyway, everybody, whoever you are. Hi. I have to save the numbers in my phone. Sorry. Anywho, make sure y'all lock in and we get. I shout out to my girl Key Madison for her support. Shout out to Anomalous Campbell. Man, listen, I dropped off a hoodie today and a HBC packet to her, and just in the few moments that I got to chop it up with her, it was so fly. Like this sister has such a great energy, such a good spirit. Like, and she shared that with me today. It was so fly. I was like, this is so beautiful. Like, really, just gonna show up like that, most high in my spirit. Just gonna drop love like that in my lap so I could see it. And I just wanted to thank her for being open enough to share uh, that kind of energy, outside of herself. That was dope as hell. And then I got rolled down on another friend dropping off some more stuff, and dude, I just got dumped with like love and boss energy all day. Like, how that's so dope. Like, but being able to accept it and walk in it is not is not always easy. You know what I mean? Last night I was talking about, somebody asked me, was my crown tilted? And I said, yeah, she leaning a little bit. And that's how I felt. I felt like my crown was leaning a little bit. And she was like, let me go and help knock that back up on your head. And so the whole little self check-in, a whole little check-in series session happened. It's just been a lot. It's been a lot. I know a lot of people that are going through some things, that are experiencing transition, that are experiencing some kind of hurt, experiencing, like, it's a lot happening right now. My entire crew is in a space of transition. And so for those of you who are prayers, who believe in the power of prayer, I just ask that you send some positive energy, and ask for covering and strength and endure the ability to endure, for for my loved ones. It's a lot going on. Folks are sick. Like if people didn't know, the sick is like sick. Folks are tired and just like it's brokenhearted. And I want to talk about what it's like to it to be forced, quote unquote, to accept some things and then to choose to accept some things, whatever the thing is that we're accepting. Acceptance is a stress reliever. You follow me? Like it's such a stress reliever. Like it takes the whole concept of worry. It eliminates the whole process of engagement in the negative capacity, accepting things for what they are and not necessarily what you want them to be. But when like it dealing with it, like this what it is, this what you eating today, and you're like, I don't want it. I don't want that. But I mean, when you don't have no choice, it's what it is. And sometimes we are forced to accept changes in our relationships. Sometimes we are forced to accept divorce, forced to accept changes in our health, changes in work, all kinds of things that like what do you do? Like how do you lay that out for um so that you can continue to be successful? Like I don't do loss well, but I'm okay with change because I understand that I don't have control over a lot of things. The loss is my issue. You know what I mean? But that's me. And I want to talk about that with y'all. I want to talk about what that looks like and why it looks the way that it does and how we can um suck it up basically and not be forced to engage in a capacity that is going to make any of us feel like, damn, I'm losing. Because you may not be losing, you just may be changing, and you could actually be gaining more than you had ever imagined. This light drive me nuts, y'all. You could actually be gaining more, but what do you do in that space? How do you manage that? How do you say, okay, this is what I'm doing? And I, of course, my line is open 414-885-4739. And then I want you to call in, and I want to talk about it, and I want to know like what do you do in that space? Like me, sometimes I just sit still. You know what I mean? And what I learned and from this last divorce that I experienced, I stayed prayerful, I stayed connected, I stayed um, diligent as best I could to being who I am as a person. When you allow other people's behavior to change you, you've already lost. And when I say other people's behavior to change you, because sometimes somebody does something and then it prompts you to change, but the change is positive. It's necessary. It makes you stronger. It makes you whatever the case may be. I'm not saying don't change for the better ever, but don't never allow yourself to digress because the way someone else's behavior. Other people say what they say. Don't let somebody take you off your square. Steal your blessing, or however you want to put it. Because sometimes life happens that way, and when you say, "Look what you made me do," nah, nah. And as I'm getting older, um, I still choose to be responsible for my actions and how I'm responding to any of that. I'm still choosing to be responsible for how I'm engaging and what I am um portraying as what's right and what's wrong. I guess that's the best way I explain it. And I was talking to my boy, sometimes I pause in the middle of my sentences because you got to choose your words, and not so much because you're trying to pussyfoot around or walk on eggshells or not be true to what you feel and what you think, but because mean what you say. Choose choose your words so that you are understood. Choose how you explain and how you express so that there is no question to how and what that looks like. You follow what I'm saying? And if you can't do that, and then you hold someone else accountable for your inability, like that's some of the most off-putting ass stuff ever. And it's not necessary. It's absolutely not necessary. Shout out to my girl TRS for jumping on a conversation. Sitting still and being open, available. The more healthy I am, it is slim pickings. I already fit so many categories that it makes it difficult to find a partner. Exactly. That's that Gemini chameleon getting where we fit in type thing. You know what I'm saying? We can make it happen, but is that what we're supposed to be doing? Hmm. Mm. And then we end up what? Alone, right? And you end up not having some of those things, and you end up not engaging, excuse me, in that capacity because the what ifs come into play, and because the idea of some of that stuff comes into play, and you're like, wait a minute. Wait a whole minute. TRS also said, and some days I'm glad that I can make personal choices without having a partner that is affected. Man, listen, you know how that, I mean, that's the whole offset. Like my brother asked me yesterday, was the day before yesterday, um, if you want to just be single, then be happy being single. And I was like, I hear you. You get what I'm saying? I hear you, because that's initially, post divorce, you're thinking, I'm probably just gonna be single forever because at this I don't ever want to do this again. I don't want to chance being in love. I don't want to chance the concept of what that looks like, or the threat of the pain, or the disc. I don't want to do that, but I also don't. I prayed so hard and so diligently through the healing process and through the transition of the divorce, that God don't never take away my ability to appreciate love. That, you know what I'm saying? I want to always be able to say love is a beautiful thing because I seen it. And I just got really emotional because today I looked in a woman's eyes who love her man so much, and I watched him glow at the thought of that. Like, it was so beautiful. And I was like, I'm just, if I reach over and touch you, like, you're gonna think I'm weird because I just want to absorb some of that. I don't want to suck you dry. I just want to just get a little bit of it so I can carry some of that light, that energy with me, because it was one of the most beautiful things I'd ever seen. You get what I'm saying? And to watch, like, I watched her when she started talking about how much she loved him and how much she appreciated, and the how he accepted her for being just who she is. That's one of the most dopest things I've seen in so long. Like, the hair on her arms changed, the structure in her face, like her body language, so fly, so fly. You get what I'm saying? Like, and like, just as she was like overwhelmed with that kind of love, and overwhelmed with the outpour of it. You get what I'm saying? Just because he chose to accept her just as she is. You know what I'm saying? With whatever personal flaws or faults that she feel like she may have, or she like, and she was on fire. Like, her energy, her aura was like glowing. That was one of the most beautiful things I've seen, and I'm so thankful to God and thankful to her that she was obedient in that space to share that, and that he allowed me to experience that as a reminder. You know what I'm saying? I've always, I want to know that love still exists. Love is beautiful, but I also am very meticulously cautious on trying to be in a space where I can be accepted and that I'm able to accept.
people for who they are. In romantic relationships, in friendships, and professional relationships, like my initial thought and feeling may be one thing about a situation. Most of that I'm probably gonna keep to myself because I need to know all the facts. I need all the answers. I want to know all the details that makes this moment and this situation what it is. I want to know all the ins and outs and the ifs and the whys because we all have a right to feel and think in our own capacities however we want. You have a right to do that. And I don't want to, I would never take that right away from another person, especially in the space that I am right now, in this level, the space of maturity that I am. I would never take that from nobody, how and ever. I also want it to be I answered myself because we all know that sometimes life ain't fair, right? It just ain't. You know what I mean? And when you are put in a situation where what do you do about that? You know what I'm saying? It's nothing you can do about that. Almost never. Almost never, especially when people are being. I'm gonna turn off my little ringer here before I set myself up for the okie doke. Shout out to Martinez, um, who does I'm an entrepreneur clothing line. Shout out to him. Shout out to Aaliyah McHatton for joining for chiming in. I appreciate you. Let me look. Shout out to my homegirl Katina Carter. Shout out to Asisa Courtney. Indeed. I absolutely love y'all. Thank you for the love and continuous support. Um, I just feel like I don't have all the answers, but I prompt myself all the time to be available, to be open, to be accepting, to be willing. You get what I'm saying? To be willing to be understanding, to be a willing to be like you accepting somebody for who they are or accepting a situation for what it is does not mean that you gotta put up with somebody else's shit. It means you understand what the situation is and you get it. Now what am I going to do about it? Now I don't have to allow you to just that's why I be good. That's why I'm so heavy on language and utilizing words for what they are and making sure that the language I'm using is the language that we all understand because if I understand life to be one thing and you understand it to be another thing, we're gonna have some issues. We're gonna have some issues majorly. You know, I'm not against a therapy. What's the word I'm looking for? A therapy referral. Fam, I know some people that could help get you together. I know some people, and that if they feel like we too close to them and they too close, here let me hand you to them so they can connect you to whomever. Cause sometimes we need that. You feel me? Like sometimes we need another voice, another opinion, another idea, another something or other of what that looks like for us. You know what I mean? Let me adjust this really quick. I'm trying to tired of leaning into it. I just didn't want it in front of my face like this, but nonetheless, you get what I'm saying. Sometimes we end up in a space where who's going to understand? You know, I was talking to one of my boys today, and or yesterday, and I was talking, and he was like, "Oh, I thought you was just gonna talk and not listen." And sometimes we do that. Sometimes we go on and on and on with the idea of what we have in mind and why we trying to tell them, and then you just got to stop. Like, I mean, okay, I'm gonna ask you a question, then I'm gonna give you the opportunity to answer me because you have to have an exchange. Otherwise, I'm just telling you what I think and how I feel, and I'm not giving you the opportunity to respond in any capacity. And I don't want to be that friend, and I don't want to be that lover. I want to be able to say, This is how I feel. And then I want to give you the space to be able to tell me that. In response to that. You know what I mean? I know sometimes we end up responding in fear. So we hold things back and we withdraw and we don't give a certain space to people. You understand what I'm saying? Because we're afraid and we don't want to hear the what could be. But the truth of the matter is it's probably what we need. It's probably what we need, or it's probably what they need to say. And it's not so much what we think and how we think and what we want, but trying to get them to where it's best for them in a space that's best for them. And me and D-Rock was talking and he used the phrase um f- change for the good. And I had to ask him, change for who's good? And by whose standard? Just so I could get some clarity. And because your good and my good may not be the same. What you assume is for the best may not be what I assume is for the best. Like how do we come to that? How do we come to the same page for that, y'all? How do we align those thoughts and that engagement? Good afternoon, Auntie Rita. Good afternoon. I'm glad to have you join the conversation. We are talking about acceptance and trying to break out the details on what that looks like. You know what I mean? In all relationship situations, because the truth is, we don't all do that well. We don't all do that well. But my plan, my personal plan, is I can accept you being exactly who you are. I don't have to like it, and I don't have to have it in my life. You can be that over there. And that's hard. Like that is not easy. It's not easy, especially when you have a friend who loves you or that you love, and they tell you, "I love you, but I'm gonna love you from over here." And it makes you reevaluate some shit. It makes you rethink an entire scenario, entire like everything, and all the relationships if you care. And I guess depending on who you is, because yeah, it ain't for everything, and everything ain't for everybody, and I'll be like, okay, no worries. Like last week, I kind of went off. I was full and I was tired, and I'm tired of people taking me there. I'm tired of people taking advantage of me. I'm tired of one sided ass relationships. I'm tired. I'm tired, and I want to be not tired or untired or better prepared to engage in a capacity that's going to allow for wellness across the board. I don't want people to feel like they can just say and do whatever they want to me. Let me have a drink of my drink. hmm Because you cannot. You cannot. You cannot. And I'm not going to accept it. But I also I want you to be able to tell me, kind of like with 45. I'm not mad that he showed up and then all his good old boys showed up too. I'm glad about that because I want to know who they are. Let me see your face. And that's how I feel about my quote unquote my friends. That's how I feel about um the people that I love. And I want to make sure that I'm being open and honest and respectful about that because I want to know what that looks like. I want to know if I hurt you. I want to know if you out here snaking me. I want to know if I can't trust you as far as I can see you. I want to know what that looks like. That's just me though. So that I can know how to handle you. But you got to learn to listen. We have to learn to watch. We have to learn to engage accordingly, to not be so presumptive. and none of us are perfect because I'm still working on it every day. Hmm. Every day. Mm. I have no idea why I'm so thirsty, but I am. It's this bananas. It's like I'm gonna run back and consider what I ate or drank today because I'm thirsty as hell. Like I feel like I need to drink ocean. I don't want no salt water, but yeah, y'all kind of get what I'm saying. Mm. Again, I'm gonna put that down there because I want you to call in. I want you to, give me your feedback. I see y'all checking in. That's dope. I'd like to know who you are, so make sure you say hi, so that I can speak to you guys as well. Shout out, shout out the love and support that you guys are doing. I want to be able to do that. I see y'all, but I also want you to call in 414-885-4739, or you can just take the time to type out the long message. It'd be so much easier if you just call though. It'd be so much easier. Uh-huh. I'm so terrible. Um, Shout out to my homegirl Freebie. Um, Hold on 2 seconds. Oh, let me just look real quick. Cause I know that I just seen a post come up and I want to make sure that I'm not. Let me just go scroll through and look. Let me go and push the mute real quick. I'll turn this down so I can see what I just synced. Okay, mama. I see you. Uh-huh. It's a whole side eye happening. Cause ain't that about something? Cause I won't say hi for you. That's me throwing a little tantrum on the air. If you know, you know, you know, you know. Let me ask y'all this. So, and I know but I'm gonna just say this. So I have a friend who thinks he likes full figured women when actually he like not skinny women or not super petite women. He like thicker women with some meat on their bones. Little cushion. You get what I'm saying? But he don't like fat women. He think that he like plus size women. But what he like is thicker women. And I'm saying that because, and I made a post that said, if you always have to talk about her being fat, you don't like it, bruh. You might tolerate slash enjoy her fat girl benefits, but you don't like it. And then I said hashtag fake chubby chasers. Because the truth of the matter is, why is it always important to reference that? Like why? Why this fat girl, this fat girl, this fat girl? I don't If you don't like big girls, then that's fine. Don't date them, but don't pretend to yourself that you do. Like because if you're going to accept her in all of her fullness, all of her thickness, then why do you have to constantly point it out? Like, oh, fat ass. Oh, big stomach ass. Oh, whatever the case may be. Like, why is it necessary to constantly point those things? I'm trying to grasp it. I mean, if you like it and you speak to it in a space of compliment, I hear you. But if all you're doing is constantly insulting, but like on behalf of all fat girls, get out of here, bro. Let's get that out of here. No, 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 twice. On behalf of the big girls, I hope you find somebody that obviously wants to that 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 turns you completely out, like in your whole little fit for fit for the thickness. You get what I'm saying? I think you should stop doing that. Like, just go away. I hope that while you're pining for fat girls, because in that moment you feel like that's all you got left to choose from. I hope she bless your life so hard and then walk away from you while you picking your face up off the ground. It's disgusting. Like, and this is not something I've never said nothing to him or them before, because it's not just one. But it's always, oh, she's so big. Look at that. She fat. She whatever. What you trying to hump on her? You understand what I'm saying? Like you still trying to have sex with her. You still trying to be with her, but you just want to. So it's, if you in fetish game, that's cool. But from one fat girl, because that's what I am. You get what I'm saying? One big plus size, full figure, whatever you want to call me, voluptuous ass woman. You get what I'm saying? To your fake chubby chasing ass, bro. It's whack. It's absolutely whack. Key Madison said he not ready for thick thighs saving lives. Better pull my spanks up and put some respect on my name, baby. Listen, you don't really love it. You don't like it. You feel like you settling, and the worst part about it is you dime chasing, and you not a dime, sir. You're not. Paula Brown Hinton said he's gonna get punched in the face treating her like that. You would think though. You would think. You know what I'm saying? And oh my god, I wish. Let me see. She also said, yes, I got the front. You put the back. Look, I'm just saying, let's get them together, pull them up. I just don't understand that. Like, why? Look, I don't have a. You don't have to like plus size women just because I'm plus size. You don't have to like me. You hear what I'm saying? You don't have to like my rolls. You don't have to want to touch my fupa. Because the truth is, I don't necessarily want you to touch my fupa. You get what I'm saying? Not necessarily. I can do without you touching that part of my stomach. You know what I'm saying? Especially as I'm still trying to um come into myself. You get what I'm saying? This Paula said the audacity of dime chasers being threes is beyond me. Listen, and then we start talking about dimes, dudes chasing dimes, and I mean it's chicks that chase dimes, but I'm not into girls, so we're gonna talk about men that chase dimes. That's like threes, a four, and just because we're not talking about credit, we're not talking about your bankroll, we're not talking about the other things that you have that add up to make you a good catch. I don't know, personality, character, substance, morality, all these beautiful things that come into place to make you the person that you are. We're not talking about that. We straight talking about what you look like. And bruh, don't do that. Don't do that. It's not okay. It's funny because you feel like she fat, and so you doing her how are you doing her a favor? How have you did you look you the oh, I wish shallow Hal was a real thing, sir. Oh, I would love to see you chasing peppermint patty. I would love to see you doing it. I would love to see you doing it. Now, this is a conversation. I know this is my boy. I had a conversation with him, and he think I'm, a little harsh on him. Listen, it might be. I could be a little cold out in these streets. But all I'm saying is, for real though, cut it out. Cut it out, man. Like, where are you with all of that? Like, I just don't understand. It is beyond me as well. Beyond me. Like, sir, let's not. Let's not. Paula said, that's no favor. They're in the way. There's a real man that would love all of her. Do you hear me? Do you hear me? You understand what I'm saying? Don't do that. If you just want to, I know people just don't know. I don't know. As I'm getting older, the idea of honesty is just it's evading the realm that I live in. Like, keeping it 100. I don't even know. I don't. I just like what. What happened to that? Like, when you're young, we talk about being 100, and then you realize that you can't get what you want being 100, so you start lying just to get what you want, no matter what the cost, no matter how great a jeopardy that you are causing. Dude, that's not respectable. I can't respect that. I can't. I can't respect that. You don't have to like big girls. I'm gonna tell you, acceptance is you kissing my fupa, even when I tell you no, or you rubbing it and you grabbing it. You what you doing there, sir? But I can't stop you from liking it. I don't want to discourage you from loving on me wholly. You know what I'm saying? Completely. I don't want to discourage, you know what I'm saying, you finding my curves and rolls and dips and la-las, whatever, my valleys, uh, attractive. You get what I'm saying? Maybe I can find acceptance in you accepting it. You get what I'm saying? Maybe I can find some peace about what and who I am in that capacity by you. But sir, have you out here, I'll fight you. Not for real, but you get what I'm saying. Tina Tina said, but why are the fat dudes that why are the fat dude the loudest one? Self-hate maybe? I don't know. I would like to know. That's a great question. Like, you fat, but you talking trash about fat women, but you be with fat women because fat women are having you. I don't like that. Is that the only women that I don't understand. I don't understand. I'm trying to get it, because as a fat girl, as a big girl, as a plus size, curvy, and we call all those wonderful voluptuous things, BBW, whatever you want to call it. We not being with dudes because we settling. Like, it's those out here that literally like all these little extra divots. I don't know why he like them. I don't know why he like when he's smacking things. Like, I hate the way it feels. I don't know why he like it, but he does. There's somebody out here that appreciates every little dip, curve, roll, pudgy stomach wrap. As somebody that love every bit of that, even if I don't always. Sir, you are not the win. If you're not loving it, if you're not loving it, if you're not in it, if you're not with her because you appreciate and respect and accept all of those things about her, if you settling it and then you always talking about she need to tighten it up, or you always talking about you would be a dime if, or you always saying that fat you girl, oh my gosh, she cool, but she big as hell, fam. Look at her arms. She fat. What do your arms look like? What do your thighs look like? What does your belly look like? Have you looked at yourself in the mirror? Are you proud and pleased with everything that you see? Because you constantly shitting on somebody else's capacity, physical appearance. Now, mind you, we're not even talking about getting to know the person. We haven't even made it that far. Um, Tina also said, the liars find themselves still single. Do they? Do they? The settling that is going down in this. Do they? Do they? Keeper said, kiss my fat if you want to. I'm cooking for you every day and folding your drawers. Listen, I'm gonna tell you. I'm like, I was like, I think did you just kiss my food. Don't kiss my food. I think you might like me. Hold on a second. Did you? Hold on. Let me tuck my little roll away. Did you just kiss my roll? the little nodule on the side of my hip that you could do like this with. That one that you just touched it. Get off it. Not really. Go on and play with it if you like it. You know what I'm saying? Don't do that. Don't talk about it though, and then trying to be all up on it. You understand what I'm saying? If like you making her settle, it's terrible to me. It's absolutely terrible. Like you making her settle, like and she who said it earlier, you in the way. Move, bro. Move. She thinking that she found somebody that like her, kinda. Or that is willing to get a chance to engage her. And you feel like she get the prize because you opted to, well, I guess I see what she on. She a bigger girl than I usually like. Then nigga leave her alone because somebody like that bigger girl status. Don't do it. Don't, I almost called him. Don't do it. You get what I'm saying? And when you say stuff about let me he said kiss my fat if you want to. Um and when you say stuff to people about all those things, mm-mm-mm. It's so interesting. And they want you to be what they want you to be. If you used to a certain type of chick, then go find her. And as you get older, you realize that type of chick ain't having you. So you quote unquote, oh baby, you quote unquote downgrading. And I'm saying that because those was his words, not mine. You downgrading. You it's crazy. I'm trying to. Uh-huh. Yeah. I just feel like, it's got to be something better to be able to exchange that, like acceptance. You want me to accept you. Like, I saw a meme. Um I saw a meme that was like that said girls when they get older and dudes when you get, you know what I'm saying, when you get older, like that was they was talking about women who belong, quote unquote, belong to the streets, and she out here living her best life. Y'all follow what I'm saying? And then she want to settle down, and her lips and her vagina are, not together. And then, but I never see like that with the guys, like, or you see memes that say, when back then they didn't want me, now I'm hot, you all on me. Chicks that was not going back in the day, now they going, and dudes is just dissing. Like, I get insecurities, I get having certain kinds of what's the word I'm looking for? Uh anyway, I get that. But being able to say, like, you got a whole life vendetta, so now you going, now your high school, like, you used to love her back in high school, but now she fat. And so you can't really be with her in that capacity because she fat, but you're not gonna not be. I don't understand. I don't. Keep us. Paula said, when she don't want you, don't backpedal, sir. I don't know why they think that. Like, because I didn't want you then. You get what I'm saying? Because you didn't want me, I'm a settle. Like, I'm ecstatic now because you want me now. And even with my, like, some, like, it's like a thing. Like, oh, hold on one second. I got a call coming in. Give me 1 second. I got a call coming in. Hold on 1 second, caller. All my cords is jacked up. Thank you for logging on to blowradio.com. This is Live with JustPatrice. Caller, you are on the air. How can I help you?
Good afternoon, Patrice. This is Mr. All-Star.
What up, B?
Don't what up, B me. Is you talking about me?
I didn't say that. I never said I was talking about you. Do you feel like I'm talking about you?
I don't know. I just got a message saying that you was talking about me, and then you talking about memes and high
what?
School high school crushes gone bad. Just trying to figure it out here.
Really, I was talking about men who pretend to
I
like
know
fat
exactly what you was
girls.
talking about, but I sort of, wow. We going there again? I thought this was settled already.
It's not settled.
Why is it not settled?
You know, it's not settled. And see, I didn't say her name. I didn't go into details about it. I did say, just so you will know, you won't be listening back later trying to fight me.
So that's what I'm saying. What you trying to put out there? What falsehood are you putting?
You said falsehood. Wait, Paula said.
Yeah,
look, Paula says. Look, Tina said, "Shoot, I would have to leave now." Then Paula said, "This show sounds like some Brian shit." Now that he mentioned it, see, I never mentioned your name. I didn't think you would call in, sir. I just wanted you to be aware. What's I didn't say call in and defend yourself because I didn't say Brian.
I don't feel like I have to self because there's nothing out there that I'm doing wrong.
Okay. Are you in the middle with a client? Do you have a moment?
Yes, I have my client will call me when they're ready.
Okay, that is
but
nice. Brian, do you date plus size women?
Depending, I date attractive women. So whether it be plus size, skinny, whatever, she has to be attractive.
All right, what do you consider attractive?
Shapely.
What does shapely mean? Because we talked about BBW, so we gonna I'm just giving you opportunity to give your definition of what all of these things like that.
A woman who is shapely. It doesn't matter if she's plus size or not.
You just like her shapely.
And I'm talking about a shape that's attractive
to you,
not just yes, attractive to me.
Right. So do you have sex with fat girls?
I don't know what you're talking about.
The question is very clear. Do you have sex with fat girls?
I prefer women who are attractive.
So if she fat or not, it don't matter?
It's as long as she's attractive.
Okay, so do you have sex with pretty fat girls?
I mean, why do you got to call them fat girls? Why can't they just be BBWs?
Because what is your definition of BBW?
Beautiful black women.
That's not what BBW stands for.
What does it stand for?
Big, beautiful women.
No, mine is beautiful black women.
You going beautiful black women. You said no. So it could be they have to only be black, right?
Yes.
So you don't date outside your race?
I would like to say I date colored women.
I like how you cleaned that up, sir. That was beautiful. That's very beautifully cleaned up. Why do you always mention a woman's size when you're pursuing her intimately?
I'm not mentioning the woman's size. You're talking about a specific topic, and I'm answering the question.
Yeah, I'm answering the question. I'm specifically asking questions so that you can answer.
So it's not always their size that matters. It's if they're attractive or not.
So she can be a big girl and now she got a pretty face but have a fucked up body, and that's a problem for you?
Mm-hmm.
How do you manage that? How do you tell her?
I don't get involved.
You don't get involved, you just ghost her?
I mean, like, you have to give me a better scenario than just throwing a blind question at me and expecting it to answer.
Okay.
You got to give me more of a scenario.
Okay, so you run into someone.
Are we talking about a conversation that was with me and a certain comedian the other night? Okay, just making sure.
I'm trying specifically to stay away from those details that you keep putting on the table. Like I didn't say your name, and then here you are. So all I'm saying,
you sent me a message.
I sent you a message so that you would know. I didn't think that you was going to call. I don't want you to think I was fronting your life. I never said your name. I never fronted you.
Anytime you bring up this conversation, it's a certain part of fronting of my
Well,
life
Brian,
is involved in it.
you think that you date plus size women and you don't like plus size women. You talk about them all the time, and it's not in a good
What? I
way.
do not talk about. When do I talk about them all the time?
Brian, when you
I
talk
talk about
about dating,
everybody.
no, we talking
I am
about
an equal
specifically you are.
opportunity.
No,
I Jones on everybody. I
No.
Jones on light skinned pretty girls with big foreheads. I
mm-mm.
do it all. Like there's no gray area.
Brian,
Only ones I don't talk about is chocolate women
why not? You talk about chocolate fat girls.
because I've never talked about a chocolate fat girl.
You have.
I don't know what you're talking about.
So of course not. Of course not.
Is this the Tina Porter thing?
Oh,
That was
now.
all a joke. Okay.
Oh, look at you with all the names. I ain't mad at you. I'm just saying. Listen. I'm glad that you.
But she ended up being a wonderful person. See, Tina was helping me.
Ended up being a wonderful person. What the
Yeah,
hell
she
does
ended
that
up
mean?
helping me. She ended up helping me
Oh,
see beyond just, these young skinny things. And that was like 10 years ago. Y'all hold me to a 10-year-old ago Brian, and I don't think that's fair.
so you think that you've changed and you're not the same person? Because somebody just said, "B, you
Yes,
lying."
I've evolved.
Somebody just said, "B,
I've
you're
evolved.
lying. You always
I
talk
don't care
about
what they
fat
said.
girls." Fuck out of here.
I do not care what they say. I talk about everybody. Like
you say
I
you
am
talk
not
about all women,
a specific. I talk about except chocolate women.
except chocolate women. You talk about chocolate fat girls, Brian.
You've never seen me talk about chocolate fat girl.
Recently,
Besides
is what you're saying.
TP.
It's too late now to try to do TP, sir. It's okay. It's all right. I just want to know what's your personal vendetta about fat girls.
I do not have a personal vendetta against fat girls. Fat girls have always had a personal vendetta against me because I would personally favored petite women at the time. But I'm a changed man.
Facebook user said, "Oh, you care about what I say, nigga."
I don't know who that is.
I know.
And if
You about to
Facebook user
find out.
can't have a name attached to it, don't be making no threats to me. Now go.
I just wanted to know, because we talk about dime chasing all the time. You get what I'm saying? And why do niggas
About what?
dime chasing?
Because you want something at home that is like you don't want to feel like you need to go get something anywhere else. So you prefer to have it at home.
What makes a person a dime?
Are
we just talking about
is more of a temper? Listen, hold on. Okay, so let me say something that's never been said before.
Okay.
Dime piece status. This is the thing that I've learned over my years of research and hypothesis and theories and everything else. Dime piece-ness is temporary. A woman can't wake up a dime. You know what I'm saying? So dime piece is more like, you could be a 6 and you be on your shit and be a 10. You know what I'm saying? Like it's more relative to the situation. Like dime piece and the whole rate scale is sort of a moot point when you really look at it.
Facebook user, I don't know your name. If you'd like to say who you are, that would be great. It's just the way depending on where you're commenting.
Yeah, because you're not gonna take no what's the name shots.
If you're commenting in the group, then I can't see it. I'll jump on really quick to see. I'm gonna try to see. Or you can come to my page, one of the pages, whoever you commented on. I appreciate it. I'm just reading the comments. And she said, "Brian All-Star Franklin." I'm the one saying it, and I still say, "Fuck out of here." Let me go see who this is right now. They tagged you, so whoever it is commenting. Let me see who said it.
Let me see.
I know they tagged you, so you would know better than I would know.
Oh, it's Jackie.
Is it? Well, sir,
I do not always talk about that. See, it's funny because, the one thing that I realized that no matter what, no matter what I say, no matter who I say it about, my statement towards them is always going to be the worst. When they got to understand, I make blanket statements all the time. Hello.
That was me pausing for the rest of the bullshit to continue.
The rest of the bullshit. See,
I'm
that's not right.
It's not right. It's not B. It's not. And we talk about, pursuing intimacies and things like that for, as a friend. You get what I'm saying? I just want you to know that, like, for real, like, you don't really like big girls, dude. You don't.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay, that's fine. You cannot
It's
know
just
today.
perceiving. It's all about perception. Y'all be getting the wrong perception.
Okay, so I'm as a person who is
I like
interpreting you.
attractive women.
Do
I
you?
like attractive women. Yeah.
And it don't matter what size she is.
Mm-mm.
Then why do you always mention their sizes?
What you perceive that I mentioned their sizes.
No, it don't matter. It don't matter even if she petite, you always reference her body. If it doesn't matter what her size
If I
is.
say slim thick, what's wrong with saying slim thick?
What's wrong with saying she fat as fuck?
Woo.
It's not the same thing to you?
No.
Okay. If you rate
Too much hypersensitivity.
If you think that makes him hyper, because fat as fuck is a compliment.
I didn't say that fat as fuck was a compliment.
I'm just asking.
When some women don't like being called slim thick.
Why not?
You can't satisfy because they like, I'm not skinny. I got some meat. You know what I'm saying? They be feeling insecure about that shit.
So how do you engage people if they're having those types of insecurities?
Well,
if you know that that's the case and you want her to like you.
My biggest is the use of comedy. If she can take the jokes, if she can take my personality.
Have you ever been in love, Brian?
It's like a feelings boot. Of course, many a time.
Was you in love with someone that was a plus size woman before?
See now, are we talking like doctor's chart say that you plus size, or like
doctor's chart does not say that you plus size, because at 5'3", or then most of us are morbidly obese.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay, so let's not use doctor's charts. Don't be funny, smart ass. Exactly, and that's why. This is what I'm talking about. And there we go, right there. This is why, right? This is right there. Thank you. You've proven all of my point. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
What?
You already know. You just proved the point.
That was funny. Damn, okay. Why the fuck ain't I?
You can.
I can't tell jokes now.
You absolutely can. I love that you're a jokester. I love it.
But this is what I'm saying. So I've had women that I've have been in love with. It's been not runway modelish. Had a little pudge to them. You know what I'm saying? It was sexy. It was in the right spot. But she was shapely and she felt good.
She was shapely and she felt good. Did you call her fat as fuck?
No, I would not call her fat as fuck.
Exactly. Exactly.
I just once again, I do not understand how I'm not expected to evolve. Like, that was like a 30-year-old me. Like, I'm 43 now. Like, you know what I'm saying?
You 43 because you know what? I think my biggest issue with it, and I mean, who cares if I have an issue with it? Because I mean, who am I? But my thing is, and we've had this discussion or whatever, is that you feel like, or you project that you're settling, and that they should feel honored that now you're selecting from that particular pool. And when you say stuff like that, and
whoever said that, I don't know where that came from. Why would you ever think that?
Oh my God. Okay, I digress then. I apologize.
You know what I'm saying? Have you ever heard me say that?
Yes.
What?
Yes.
A nun? Okay, let me clarify this. Have you ever heard a nun sober me say that?
Oh, so are you ever?
Oh, whatever. Alcohol and weed is two different things.
Okay, but I'm just simply saying though, like it's not like I just.
I don't listen. I make most of my statements high, so don't never just think because I'm high that I'm gonna say something that's out the box. Like that's when I'm.
That's just where I know. So I didn't think that was
stuff.
just because you were intoxicated or under the influence.
I may have said stuff when I was intoxicated that may be perceived that way. You know what I'm saying? And the time that may have been was your fault, so I'm not responsible for that.
If I could lean all the way into the screen and you could see my face, how is that my fault?
Let me see if I can see your screen. Hold on, with the delay. Let me see if I can catch it.
You have got to be kidding me.
What?
Exactly what? So you saying that I did that? Like what? I'm glad you said. I'm glad of the delay.
I told you what the consequences.
I understand.
I understand
where you're going with that, and be mindful, sir.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I didn't do
that.
So
if I said something like that, because I don't actually remember saying it.
But it wasn't this. It wasn't just this was. It's not like you just only ever said it once, sir.
Yes, I have.
Okay.
Okay, so you cannot be bringing up 2011 conversations and hold me to that shit now. Like, what the fuck?
It wasn't only 2 times.
Okay, 2011. You cannot bring up a 2011 conversation.
If you say something in 2011 and 12 and 13 and 14 and 15
let's
and then you pause in 16 and 17 and then you say it again in 19 and 20.
What? I ain't said it in 19 and 20. If I did, like I said, I'm not responsible for the night that was said.
I know you didn't say it in 2020 because 2020 is where you've embarked upon your, your explore.
Whoa, buddy.
Okay.
2016.
Nope.
When I started.
I know when you started. We talked about that. I know when you started.
But I'm saying that my opinion has changed over the years.
Over the last 4 years, that your opinion is open. And I'm saying this because I want you to be able to find joy and happiness. I want you to be able to engage upon the true beauty of intimacy.
But I really think that y'all make it more of a deal than what it really is. Like I'm not
really we making it too much of a deal. Like it's not really that serious. Is that what you're saying?
I mean, from me, like y'all is getting it wrong, man.
Okay.
Sort of insulting the way that y'all think about it.
Okay, well, I'm sorry. And can you make it better for me?
I don't know. Today, though.
Okay.
I understand. To try to like one person doesn't.
I didn't hear you, bro.
The way I be with big girls, but look at how y'all be with short dudes.
One more time, how we be with who?
Short dudes.
Okay. And dudes with small penises?
I have a brother of mine that y'all just talked to. Oh, yeah, that too. So, I mean, I don't understand why me and my preference of attractive women causes so much conflict. Why y'all be...
Because we don't... Because I never say... You've never heard me say that, okay, I guess I start dating short dudes now, you know?
Dude, you know what? I have a screenshot from Saturday night. So,
and I said, and I quote, I guess I'll start dating short dudes.
No.
Exactly.
No.
And have you ever heard me say, I guess I'll start dating dudes with small penises. I'm gonna pursue dudes with small penises.
A person that's shorter than you is a midget. So I mean,
first of all, I'm a whole multiple inches, 6 inches taller than the midget size, sir.
Mm.
What?
I'm
You
just
didn't.
saying.
I don't want to date nobody that I got to look in his eyes. But you haven't. I've always said that. Cause we all the way down here, sir. What about? I'm just saying. So you've never heard me. That's why. Because I've never said, okay, I guess I'll start dating short dudes now with small penises. I've never said that.
Yeah, short dude with a small penis. Wow, you're losing. Like,
Mm. But then you say, but you have recently said, I guess I'll start dating big girls now.
whoa, no,
That's why I
no.
be the big deal. B.
I don't know what she's talking about. I don't recall saying that,
I forgot I gotta take this
and I
ball
don't
before I
think that
go
it's on the
back.
record so it can be proven.
You said it's hard
I'm
because I
not
don't have the
going to.
receipts. Okay, B. All right, I'll take it. It's cool. I withdraw my statement,
Thank
even though I
you.
have
Feel
witnesses.
the process. No, you don't.
Yes, I do.
I don't know what you're talking about.
See, that's it. Hey, it's okay. It's okay. It's all right. I just want you to accept the fact that you don't have to accept it. It's just difficult as a fat girl, as a plus size chick, curvy, big, whatever you want to call me, whatever the case may be, to hear you say like that's always the reference. I say all the time, you and a little dude, and I be saying, why you always gotta talk about how big they are? Like you on the phone with a fat girl, and it's always a reference to how fat girls are disgusting.
Um, Patrice,
I'm here.
Patrice.
I'm here.
I have to take care of something real quick. I will call back in a second.
Okay, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Bye. Okay, let me take this out of here. He also made a post recently that said, meanest signs to date, Gemini, which is me, Aries, bitches with glasses, Aries, and then Gemini, which is me. Brian thinks I'm my meanie. That's my boy. And him and a couple other people I've had some extensive conversation, and I just want to understand like why it's always such a big deal. Like if you just decide all of a sudden that going to declare that now I'm going to date fat people, you just made it a thing. Because if it wasn't a thing before, like why is it a thing now? If that's not a situation, if you like all women, all pretty women, it don't matter. I don't understand. Like, dude, I don't know. That's just me because I didn't all of a sudden be like, I guess I just start dating short dudes now. I'm a date little dudes now. I've just never done that. And when people do that, and you have to point that out, so you start dating people outside of your norm. I respect that. And I understand. But are we really accepting them for who they are, or do you really? Is there some type of complex that you're going to have when you're dating them, and that you are going to give to them, as they should be quote unquote honored or privileged or whatever the case may be, because you decided to put them on your radar? Like I'm trying to grasp that. Like I just don't get it. Like I want to get it. I want to be able to understand it. I want to be able to, I don't know, accept it. So in order to do that, I'm just looking for a little clarity. Kendra, did you tell me don't defend my height? We did talk about. I'm 5'3". Okay, I would say 5'3" and a quarter, but I'm sure I lost my quarter inch or gained a little bit more when I got my leg changed. However, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. Like if you got a problem with, just be with somebody that you can accept for who they are. You get what I'm saying? And not constantly have to point out whatever fault it is that they have, or whatever thing you need to keep changing about them. Like I don't You can make sense of the nonsensical. JP, what it do? I'm just saying some men like all of your ripples and waves. Just like I was watching listening to a podcast yesterday, and one of the viewers said she likes small penises. But she liked it, and she went into a whole capacity about what it does for her, like, and why she engaged it. And I believed her. But if you say, like, you spend all your time talking about what is it about the fat girl, and you reference her as the fat girl or your fat B, you understand what I'm saying? Then, like, bro, you don't like her. You don't like her. That's like if you dated somebody and all and she's dark. You used to you typically you date light skinned women. Not either you fetishize her, just chocolate chick, or you saying that you like her but you don't, because for whatever reason now these light skinned chicks ain't really messing with you. So are you really like, and are you really going for the gusto? Like, is this what this really is? No, I'm just asking because it is or it ain't. It is or it ain't. But keeping it 100. Oh, JP said can't. You can't make sense of the nonsensical. I digress. I digress. Well, we are talking about acceptance. We are talking about acceptance. Like my preference in dating men, not preferences, acceptance. My preference in dating men, I prefer dark skinned men or my complexion or darker. Like that is absolutely my preference. Not that I don't think that light skinned men are attractive. I thought Albie Shore was attractive. I thought was it Christopher Williams, is that man name? And all of the other, 1980s, early 90s light skinned cute people um were attractive. You know what I'm saying? My preference has always been darker skinned men. But if I decided today, I guess I'm gonna start dating these red bones, these yellow dudes, or whatever the case may be. I'm probably not gonna constantly reference his skin complexion. You know what I'm saying? I'm just going, if that's what I'm really into, unless I'm either fetishizing him or I feel like I don't really like him and I got to keep bringing it up. Like, I don't know. Why you got to keep bringing it up though? Why you got to keep pointing it out? And we all know infamously that plus size people typically have some type of insecurities that they're working through when it comes to acceptance of themselves, and to be dating somebody that's always talking about your fat, always and if you don't talk about it to them, but maybe you talk about it to your guys, man. My girl fat this, or my fat man this B I'm messing with now, you don't like it. You don't like it. Kiss a couple food pies. Run your tongue upon a mountainous range of belly and back, and like it. Let me know how that work out for you. And then we get then what it is. But I just feel like on behalf of the plus size chicks, stop acting like you like us. Stop pretending that like all of a sudden, now all of a sudden, what I'm saying? Let move and let somebody that really engages or enjoys her just the way she is. You get what I'm saying? And I'm not saying that you can't say, babe, let's go to the gym, or I want us to work out, or whatever the case may be. There's nothing wrong with wanting wellness for your woman. You get what I'm saying? But if you constantly bringing it up, constantly throwing it, she's not gonna feel good about that. She's not. Even if, well, I don't say it to her. Are you living the lie? Are we living the lie? I don't know. I really can't say, and I don't want to say that that's the case, but is that the case? Mm-mm. I don't know. Again, we are talking about acceptance. in different areas. I know B gonna call back like, why you acting like that, Tree? Why you acting like that? I just because sometimes I'd be like, B, you really don't like fat girls, bro. He said he do, but he don't. He don't. What does I really like you look like? What does I really like you? I mean, yeah, that's it. I was gonna use a reference, but I'll save that for tomorrow night show. I'll save that for tomorrow night show. I'm simply asking about acceptance, and transitions of who we are and meeting people in the place that they are. Um, does not necessarily mean that you gotta like it. You can accept something for what it is, but do that mean you gotta like it? Doesn't mean that. Doesn't mean that when you accept something, like what does that look? I'm gonna look up the definition of acceptance really quickly because maybe, um, my definition or my understanding, in other words, like you can accept them. You don't gotta like it. I understand what you're saying, but acceptable acceptance. Let's see. Acceptance as a noun, the action of consenting to receive or undertake something offered. Definition number two, the action or process of being received as adequate or suitable, typically to be admitted into a group. Let's see more definitions. Let's see. Definition number three, agreement with or belief of an idea, opinion, or explanation. Willingness to tolerate a difficult or unpleasant situation. Willingness to tolerate. Agreement with or a belief in an idea, opinion, or explanation. I think we miss out on the base of acceptance. Like you agree to it. You ain't have to like it, but you can accept it just the way it is. I'll have it. This is what it is. And some people say when you go into spaces, better than nothing. Is it though? Is it? I heard somebody tell me sometimes. Somebody says something is better than nothing. So how y'all feel about that? Something is better than nothing. I don't know. Like my heart of hearts don't think that that's all right. You get what I'm saying? Like I don't necessarily see myself being comfortable with dealing with anything less than what I want, except in situations where I don't know. I don't know. Uh, I guess if I love you and I love pretty hard, if I don't always have control over a situation. And so not having control over that situation doesn't mean that I'm going to um, walk away, allowing there it is, allowing the situation to be exactly what it is in any capacity is 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 accepting of it. Again, I'm not going to change. I'm not going to change how I engage because you don't. Well, negatively anyway. How about that? If you out here acting a whole ass towards me, I'm probably not gonna keep setting myself up, but I don't have to necessarily act the ass towards you either. You know what I'm saying? A perfect example would be my ex. Like I'm not finna put myself in a position to behave in the capacity that would give him any room to think that his behavior is changing me. I don't want to be triggered by you. I feel like people say when people say you made me do this, your behavior prompted. You still had a choice. You still had a choice though, right? You still get to choose how to respond, how to engage. How you still choose that. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm the one that feels like, you know what I'm saying, that I don't I want to be responsible for my own actions. I want to be accountable for for the things I am or am not doing. And I want to be put in a place of accountability. And I ain't always right. So I'm okay with having room for um a room to make amends if that's any. Oh, I kind of like this angle. It's nice. Mm-hmm. Stay woke. Mm-mm. Acceptance. Acceptance. I don't know. It's been a lot going on. Like acceptance of loss, acceptance, like loss of life. Like you don't really have a choice in that. Like people die all the time, all the time. What do you do in that space? What do you do? You have to accept it, right? You have to. It's not because you can't undie them. You can't change it. You can undie them. I'd say undie. You can't make them undead. You have to kind of pretty much accept the situation for what it is. As much as you would love to say, I hate this. I never want to come back. Death is something you can't recover from. But in the sense of relationships, I think that there is a space of amends that oh, I don't know what I did. I think I just found a new way to copy my screen. There's a space of amends that makes room for us to be right or be in you get what I'm saying? There's a space of amends. Like how do we make that right? And everybody does not have to be willing, like apologies. People don't have to accept your apology. They are not required to. You can say, "My bad. I'm sorry. I didn't know," or whatever the case may be, and they're not required to accept your apology. It's nice when they do because then there's room for making amends and making the relationship well again. There's that leaves room for that. But it's not a mandate. Like people, you don't have to show up and somebody decide, hey, guess what? We gonna be together. It's gonna be it's gonna be this way and it's gonna be right. It gives room for this happened. Let's sort out the details of our relationship so we can move forward and go on, and figure out can we recover from this space. And sometimes we think you can and sometimes you cannot. Mm. Being on the side of the table where you take that option away. And I've been on both sides of the table where I was like, yeah, I hear what you're saying, but I ain't fucking with you. You get what I'm saying? And I've also been on the side of the table where I'd be like, bro, sis, can you hear me out? Or let me make amends. Let me make this right. I've been on both sides of the table, and I'll tell you that neither one of them is an easy side to be on. Having to make the decision to say, yeah, I'm done, or don't be done with me. You get what I'm saying? What do you do in that space? I don't know. Acceptance. You accept. You like, all right then. All right then. I mean, I don't think like other people. I believe that we all have the ability and the wherewithal to feel what it is that we are feeling, how we respond, react, engage based on that. You get what I'm saying? It's not always it's not always in our control, if that makes any sense. It's not always in our control, and it's hard. It's hard to accept some of those things. It's hard to, I'm not a off jump effort person. I'm just not. And I thank I literally thank God for not making it, or making me, not for not excuse me, for allowing me to be openly available, because I know some people who are not, like, they cold in the heart, like, F it, I don't care. So what? I don't really feel that way. I don't feel like effing and so what. I don't feel that way in no way, shape, or form. I don't feel like if something is worth having, or something that I believe is worth fighting for. But let's be clear about that. I'm not gonna set myself up or keep setting myself up to be treated. I just feel like, just like a marriage or a friendship or my job, you can't tell me that I'm not performing well and expect me to be like, okay, I'm out. I care about, if especially if it's the job that I care about. I want to stay on my job. I want to stay on my job. Trust that. You know what I'm saying? And I'm willing to do what I need to do to make right. Like, you one more time, you're getting kicked out of school. Well, if you don't care, then you be like, all right, then. Yeah, that's not really my thing though, because I care. I don't want to be kicked out of school. I want to finish my stuff. You get what I'm saying, or whatever your intentions are. Like, when you graduate, you want to be able to. Let me clear this off. I'm sorry, yeah. You want to be able to do the things that you do, and engage in the capacity. Let me see. Be doing so much. Y'all have no idea. So much. I be doing so much, trying to. It's so crazy having to do all this stuff, and you be doing it yourself. What is it? Who is it? What is happening? Let me find. Did I switch? Oh, there it go. I almost lost my screen. I'm sorry, y'all. I'll try to multitask a lot. Hey, Keeman, how you doing? I'm trying to find all these new little buttons on my computer. It don't always go well. What? I think I lost it again. Where's the file? Where? I lost it. Mm, I think I lost it, but I I'm I'm gonna find it. It says, what is that? What is it? Let me see what it is. Let me open. Oh, look at that! Look at that! Look at that! Let's see. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm trying to figure it out. Oh, I think I lost it again. Is this it? Nope, that is not it. I don't know. Oh, okay. I found it. It's not. And okay, so at least I figured out how to find it, and I'm trying to get all of these little things together. It's what happen when you be doing when you multitasking and trying to do all your stuff. I don't do well with that. I'm gonna get it together though. Um, let me see. What'd you say, Kimmy? What's happening, sir? Glad to have you join. Um, I think I broke it. I know, y'all. I'm sorry. Um, Acceptance. That is what we're talking about. We are talking about acceptance and trying to engage in a capacity that makes it make sense, makes the details of what it is that you are doing and what we are doing and why we are doing this stuff to make sense. You get what I'm saying? Make it right. I don't know. I keep breaking it. Keep jumping around. Okay, I'm gonna stop touching the screen before I mess around and ruin everything. I been shut down and I be logged out of this piece like a mug. I'm like, well, I broke it. Anyway, I don't know if you've ever been in a relationship and what that looks like for you. And how you I think that no, that's not it. It's more like loss. You get what I'm saying? And I wish I could get my boy on the phone. He not answering though. Acceptance. Like we've all accepted this new way of life, right? Because this is what you do. You get what I'm saying? Because this is what you do around these parts. Like what do? We wear masks outside. We move around. Like I don't even know why we're wearing a mask. If you blocking the germs, blocking the I don't know why we're wearing cloth mask. Anyway. Okay, I'm I know y'all. Hold on 1 second. Give me 2 minutes. Let me find this thing because I keep dropping off my where's that? I'm trying to find something real quick. And clearly I have ruined this. But I'm gonna find okay. I'm gonna just play this song real quick while I have to find something so I can finish my conversation. But I keep pausing because I keep losing the screen. So y'all sit tight. This is Patrice, JustPatrice, blowradio.com, live with JustPatrice on blowradio.com. I'm gonna play Kings and Queens by Adi Amor and the DMC, and because it's one of my favorite songs ever. And I'll be right back with y'all as soon as this song is over. And hopefully I can find this so I don't shut down the files. I don't want to mess something up. Stay tuned, blowradio.com. You are live with JustPatrice. But we're going to jam this real quick. Sit tight.
She just wanna be who she wanna be. I just wanna be who I'm gonna be. Yeah. Oh, you cold. Oh, you fly. Just keep your job, don't let it end in a drive-by. You out here in the lights when you used to be a shy guy. Dripping with that sauce like little baby till it's night. Don't let this steal you in the streets to try to build you. Put a price tag on your head, take some big shots. Chauncey Bill, a good boy acting a little vicious. And the white folks get suspicious. When they put you in the system, you can get it out your system. I got missing summers for years. They put their mamas in tears. They out here grinding, but it's grinding my kids. I'm out here crying for my brothers while I'm minding my biz. They don't know what shining is. They don't know what time it is. But
you can be free if you want to. Be kings and be queens if you want to.
It's your life, it's alright. Let your love be your light. Don't let nobody tell you nothing about you.
There are times when you need someone.
Yeah.
I will be by your side. There is a light that shines special for me.
Come on.
Can't nobody stop me from being you. You got the world in your head. Don't let the people stop you when they tear you down. Shake the haters off, it's up to you to turn it down.
Turn it down. Y'all gon' have to burn it down. We gon' pass this purple round. Fight for something birthing now. Our people got a purpose, no more hiding behind the curtains now. We can see we focus now. We coming up, y'all focus down. But
just let your love be alive.
pass this hope around.
Cause what you are holding inside is all the possibilities that you can be. And everything is real as long as you can dream. Yeah. Ooh. She just wanna be who she wanna be. Oh, sing it. There are times when you need someone, I will be by your side. There is a light that shines special for you when you can be free if you want to. Be kings and be queens if you want to. It's your life, it's alright. Let your love be your light. Don't let nobody tell you nothing about you. You can be free if you want. You can be free if you want. Be kings and be queens if you want. Yeah. It's your life, it's alright. Let your love be your light. Don't let nobody tell you nothing about you. I just wanna be who I'm gonna be. Yeah.
Check 1 2 1 2. It's your girl JustPatrice, blowradio.com in the building. We are live officially. I had to take a quick. I thought I was gonna be able to find. You know how you take your little notes and you put stuff. I can't find it. Sorry. So we're gonna have to kind of go with it, go with the gusto where we are. We got about I hate when that happens because I be focused on some stuff and I don't get a chance to it made me feel bad. I'm sorry, y'all. I do, because I thought I was ready. You know, I want to take a quick moment and shout out my girl Mia from the Bloom Room who got me together last week. I appreciate it. I appreciate it very much. Right before my HBC show, also want to shout out the Campbells who do date night with the Campbells, a catering service here in Milwaukee. Fire. You understand what I'm saying? Fire. Shout out to my homegirl Freebie. I just wanted her to know that I miss her and I will be glad when she is all and well. Let me see what else I got. Trying to now I gotta regroup real quick. I know it's bananas. I don't ever really be on deck. I need to get myself together. Last night I watched the what is it called? Socially Awkward with Mimi Deacons. All I'm gonna say is, okay, sis. Okay, sis. So I love when younger Black women are coming into themselves, and you don't want to call them babies and things like that. She's not a baby. She a grown woman. She younger than me, but she's a grown woman. And to be able to say, I see you, I can't wait to interview her on Headboard Conversations because hell yeah. Shout out to Tasha James. I'm trying to go through and do all my shout outs because I really wanted to do the shout out. Shout out to Kimberly Carver Wild over at KRS Hair and Wax Studio. Of course, one of my favorite places to be. And tomorrow she's going to fix my eyebrows because today they look like a monster. Let me see what else. I'm trying. I had a point, but I can't discuss it because I don't have my notes and it's not going to go well. Let me just put this all together. Let's see what that is. What is this? I know, y'all. This is absolutely ridiculous. Also, if you are looking to what's the word I'm looking for? Looking for some good entertainment that is in a room full of people on Facebook, a group full of people who are not overly sensitive, talk to be about joining the grown folk shit group because it's hilarious. I never seen cats be this funny. You think on social media, it's a lot of repeat of memes and stuff, whatever. I just feel like this group be really juking and everybody seems to be like thoroughly engaged, either commenting on posts or whatever the case may be. It's funny. It's absolutely funny. And I feel so crazy because I always have, how I got a separate topic down. I probably deleted it. and I like to stay. I'm trying to learn to stay better focused on my topics and staying engaged and things like that. So I hate when I can't find my notes. Like it throw me way off, and I don't like it. So now I'm trying to figure out what I'm doing because that's what I wanted to talk about. I wanted to talk about acceptance. I want to talk about being able to figure out what change in baseline. How do we get through those things? And it's I don't got my notes, so I'm a little irritated. So we just gonna have to chop it up a little bit, and y'all's gonna have to write. Not y'all. You don't have to. You can accept the fact that I don't have my notes and just kind of ride with me on this last hour, or you could just be mad because there's not really much I can do about not having my notes. We just gotta work on the details of engaging this conversation just a little harder. Oh, it's so sad. So, like I said, like 2 weeks ago, n- to 10, 11, 12 days ago, my family moved into a new place, and I am currently trying to settle into my area of the home. Um, it is a pleasure. Like my mom decided to cook today. Um, my grandfather moved around today, like out of the room in the kitchen. Like it was so dope to see them looking comfortable and getting settled in or whatever the case may be. Um, trying to grasp this stage in all of our lives, you get what I'm saying, hasn't necessarily been the easiest. However, I can say that we are quite blessed. And just, the Most High has looked out and put us all in a position to be able to make choices and changes in lifestyle that has been beneficial collectively. Shout out to my boy in Houston, who is supposed to be coming back. I'm trying to call him this week. Give me 1 second, girl. We are planning. Let me just go here. So I'm currently working with Key Madison and Ty Randolph of uh, damn it, where Bay at? And he and I and Key. I can't remember the name of Key's business. I'm sorry, Mama. Um, we're working together for the Headboard Conversations New Year's Eve celebration. So Wednesday will be HBC night, which is Fly. So we'll do headboard conversation stuff, but Thursday into Friday, so it's like a 2-day thing. We'll do the live video stream similar to this one, but on the headboard conversations topics and pages. And then that coming the next day, so Thursday, we'll have a full on exclusive invite, sexy HBC type party. And I know it's the pandemic, trees. It is. It is. And the coronavirus is very real. And so we won't have 1,000 people in place. There will be a very small crowd. And everybody in the crowd will be handpicked. Everybody that's going to be there is like this many people, but it'll be enough that it's a great time for tonight, enough that it is a dope interaction for us. Thank you. And if you would like to know more about it, please inbox me directly, or golly, inbox me directly, or send me an email to I am JustPatrice. No, nope, 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 nope. Do not do that. Don't send it there because I'll ignore it. Send it to Headboard Conversations and put New Year's Eve in the subject line. So New Year's Eve, and then I'll send you all the details on how you can purchase your tickets, what the details are expected of the event that we are sharing publicly, and the rest of it is not public. So if you are now on the list, then you won't know all of the details. Tickets go on sale, and just after Thanksgiving, I think we were talking about, and then you have the month of December to purchase tickets. So we'll shoot details. All of the promos going to come together for that to create the quote unquote draw in that it is. But if you know, like I don't know if you came to my birthday party like 2 years ago, or if you've ever been to an HBC and you were looking for a little come. Yeah, just be there. Be there. If you'd like to know more about it, send an email to Headboard Conversations and put New Year's Eve in the subject line, or inbox me directly and ask me about New Year's Eve, and I will give you as much details as I'm able to without exposing the exclusivity of it. It is, I've been waiting to do something like this for some time. And if we can put the right people in place, I think it's going to be a good time. I'm excited about that. So recently, also, and I know this is a jump off to the other topic or whatever the case may be. I I started, according to some conversations, myself and me and Free were talking about this a few weeks ago. But I reactivated my account and changed some things. I wish y'all could see all the things that I'm seeing. I wish you could see all the things that I'm seeing. Like, so right now, I'm on that BLK app. Okay. And with me being on the app, I'm searching, doing a little scroll through, swipe through, swipe left side, right. And I was on a chat with my guy bros, and I was like, you have to see the selection of people that are coming up in my group. It's just an age group thing. So it's by age. So it's not necessarily a location thing. It's not, but right now, this gentleman that is on my screen right now, I wish I could show you him. He got a whole revolver pointing at the camera. This is a dating app. He got a whole revolver. Not a revolver, sir. No. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, so this is what we're like. I like how to tie back in. Thanks to acceptance. I cannot. I don't know about other people and what their interests are and what they are willing to do. You understand what I'm saying? But I cannot. And as I'm getting, see, because I don't want to put his whole name out here, but can y'all see this picture? Look at this. This is his profile picture on the dating app. Do you see that, sir? I covered his name up. No, you what? Why is that your go to? And these are people within a certain mile range. So some of these might be in Milwaukee. I just don't understand. Like, I don't do online dating really well. I'm gonna try to get better at it because I can't remember to engage via the chat messenger thingamajiggies. I, okay, so this guy posted his picture, okay, and then his second picture is this girl. So does that mean that that's him? That's his girl? Do you think that his thing got hacked? Cause why is that on there, sir? How you don't know that? The crazy thing is someone likes the hot mess. It might be Lorena. I can't. What are we talking about? I can't accept that. I can't accept it. I know you're talking about. Look, this dude. I can't. The nakedness. Single women only. I can't. I can't. Like, I wish I could see these pictures, and I'm trying not to front their lives. That's why I try to cover their names up, because I don't want to front you. I'm not here to embarrass you, but some of this stuff is bananas. I should have showed y'all to do with the gun. But this is what's happening on my with the choices that we get. Like, I wish you could see. I wish y'all could see this. You understand what I'm saying? Like, this is I screen shared with some of my guys before, and so y'all could see, like, cause dudes always saying that women got better choices. What women and choices? And maybe it's the age thing. I don't know what y'all age range like. What's the youngest person you would date, and what's the oldest person you date? Like, so based on your age, how many years younger and how many years older are you dating? Because right now, I think I'm gonna just as sad as it is, I'm gonna be single. You understand what I'm saying? Like, not that I want to be. Like, I thought about that. Like, do I want to be married again? No, it's a lot of work. Well, I'm not saying that it is a lot of work. It's been a lot of work, and I just can't really see that being my life anymore. You get what I'm saying? I just don't know. And the more we engage, the more I try to talk about these. I wish I could see some. Like, I'm gonna just start showing the pictures, and then y'all can help me choose based on the pictures. Because what? Look at that. These are my options. It's just the pictures. It's literally just a picture. I would some of these names though. Some of these names. I know there's a delay, so I'm gonna try to give y'all a little second. Like, the oldest and the youngest. We talking about dating. The oldest and the youngest. Like, I'm 46, so I'm probably not comfortably dating nobody more than 5 years younger than me. Not comfortably. And I'm definitely not dating nobody more than 5 years older than me. I'm not doing it. That's just my personal preference. I mean, everybody got their thing. You know what I mean? How I wish y'all could see some of these names. And I'm not gonna show you their names because I ain't trying to front their lives. However, this dude is in the gym and all his pictures are in the gym. This dude got that traditional big fur coat. Oh, I wish I could show y'all these people. I'ma just be single. I quit. I can't. I can't. I can't. I can't. Like, so you with the pandemic, you can't go out and date because you can't go out. Even though I just watched a video of people down at, I don't know what club they was at, but it was the 40 and up people. You understand what I'm saying? Lorena said, I'm 48. I would go up to 10 years older. Don't want younger if I was single. I got you if I was single. I like how you cleared it up though. So you said if I was single though. I just like so I just don't know. Like, I I don't know. And I'm sure that it is because of my post marital status that I'm like, I really don't want to be bothered with all of, like, how do you get to a space that you can say, okay, I don't feel that. Like, I just don't feel that in no way, shape, or form. I just don't feel like, okay. I don't. And that's messed up because my girlfriend and I were having a conversation and she was like, Trees, I just feel like, well, what else can you do for me besides have sex? And I'm like, well, what else do you need? You know what I'm saying? I don't mean but me and her. I'm like, she was saying about a guy. Like, what else can he do for her? And I was just trying to understand what else that she need. Let me see. Let me see if she busy right now because I can ask her, and then we can have this conversation. Because did I miss all of it? Did you miss all of what, Mama? What did you miss all of what? Hold on one second. I'm gonna ask her, see if she has a time. Because she should be at home and she's probably not. But let me see. Y'all just bear with me. I'm not gonna call her on air, but I'm gonna call her on air. I know she gonna be like, if she not at home, I'm gonna say something. Hey, are you home? Can you talk for a minute? Okay, I'm gonna put you on the radio. Okay. See, I noticed how I didn't put you on directly. I usually do that, but I didn't because I didn't want you to be saying something else. You ready? Okay. All right. So I didn't say who I was calling, but if you want to say who you are, that's fine too. Okay.
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 Now?
So yeah, if you want to, go ahead.
Hey, this is Katina.
What's going on, Mama?
Hey,
Okay.
friend, how are you?
I'm doing all right. I'm doing all right. She says you had to leave for an hour. No, B signed off because he had to go get a client and he said he'd be back. Tina Renee. I know. So she asked if she missed it all. But we were talking about real quick because I lost my notes. I ain't gonna even lie. I lost my notes for the other half of the acceptance show. Okay. So I was on that, whatever. So I started scrolling through my my dating app trying to share with people the drama that I'm having to deal with trying to choose dating. I'm like, forget it. I'm probably just gonna be single. Okay.
I feel you.
Okay. But not really though. And then I was saying that I was talking to my girlfriend and she was like, God got to offer me more than just sex. Like, and I said, well, what more do you want? Then I said, before I move any further on the topic, so it sounds like I'm not having a conversation with myself, let me call her real quick. So I called you.
Okay.
Okay. I'm just saying, so just so you know how I ended up with you on the phone or whatever. So when you say he has to be able to offer me more than just sex.
Okay.
Okay. What is it that you're looking for?
For me, the main thing is pretty much a man would have to stimulate my mind, like get my attention other than in a sexual way. Our conversation, what can we talk about to keep me interested? Just how he moves, how he takes care of his business. It's just so many different ways that a man can be attractive other than sexually. That kind of help.
Yeah, it's clear. It's clear. How do you communicate that? Like to your guys? Because I mean, if he come to you and of course, with that shape you got, I know he like, Ma, let me see what he do. So instead of punching him in his forehead, how do you respond?
Well, I don't know if it's fair because somebody has told me that it's not fair. But I flat out tell a guy that, what I'm saying, you got to impress me. I could pretty much explain the type of person I am, what I'm doing as far as my goals and accomplishment, my living arrangements, just through conversation, what I've been through as far as why I'm single and those type of things. And I've been single for so long. So how can you impress me?
Okay.
And I tell him, you have to figure, because a lot of guys go, well, what you need me to do? You got to figure that out. And somebody told me that that's not fair, that I leave it up to the man to figure out how to impress me. But at this point, that's just what I do. That's how I do it.
So you tell him you got to impress me. And then if he don't know how to do that, then does he lose cool points for that, or he get eliminated immediately?
No, he wouldn't get eliminated immediately. We can still talk on the phone and trying to get to know each other. But as far as me expecting the friendship or whatever the situation is to go a certain direction, I know, look, it could probably never get to a different level because I'm just not impressed. Okay. What can we do together? I asked that question too. What can we do together to build and make our living arrangements better or make the world better, And a lot of guys, see, my thing is, with me being single, I took a lot of time to rebuild me, learn me. And you run into a lot of guys and it's like, they don't even know themselves. I used to be the type where I was attracted to potentials. Okay. This man got the potential to do this. And I'm always trying to help him build the nigga type, and I had to take a step back from that. And it's almost like if he ain't established and got some type of a platform and got something going on about himself, hey, I don't think we compatible.
And how has that been panning out for you and as far as the relationships go?
I'm still single.
Do you think it's because you asking too much, or that he's just not available, or they not The person
don't
that you're
think
looking
I'm
for, you just
asking
haven't
too much.
come up.
I think I truly believe that I'm not asking for too much because I really don't ask. I don't think I'm asking for too much, and I think it's just I have not given up on relationships.
Okay.
I'm still very hopeful. I'm just patiently waiting. You know, don't get me wrong. You know, I have male friends that check on me every now and then. You know what I'm saying? We could hook up. I could easily, you know, lay in the bed with somebody and have booty calls, but I choose not to. Don't get me wrong, let my emotions in situation go that way. Because that's just not what I want right now at the age that I am right now. You know.
Tina Renee Sam said the same is how I am treated also mentally, emotionally. It's fair because some of them will try to impress just until, and then, you know, the line.
They get what they want.
Right. So okay, so let's just say that that's the case. So he impressed and he do what he want and then he get it and then what?
And then everything just go kaplunk.
Yeah.
He would go in a box like you fake ass nigga, like really. But that's his loss. I don't take that as my loss, because another thing is, like, some guys tell me, I've had plenty of guys tell me that I'm too good to be true because I'm just real. You know, I keep it real, and I'm a cool person. You know what I'm saying?
You
You love me though. Ha ha. Say you don't. Where the lies at? Anyway, I'm a really cool. I'm a lovable person, and a lot of guys say that they didn't believe that this was the real me. Okay, so they and that's another thing too. Now this part I know I got bad. I have zero tolerance for bullshit.
Okay,
like it's almost like after so many times, I hate repeating myself. After so many times, then yes, I will give up. So a lot of guys, once I put them in that box, and let's say we continue to communicate, and they see, okay, yeah, this is the real Tina. Then it's like
it's too late for them.
Too late.
Then it's too late for them.
It'd be too late, but they wish they had kept it real. That's why I have a lot of male friends, because we tried, it didn't work, but they know I'm cool.
And this is not you tried and you've been intimate with them. It's just you tried and decided, you know what, you ain't on what I'm on, but you a nice person. You just not on what I'm on.
Both of them, whether I'm intimate with them or not. Okay. You know.
Okay. Tina Renee Sam said, your standards aren't too high. You have them and you set healthy boundaries. Amen. 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 And amen.
So, Trees.
Yeah.
I have a teenage daughter.
Okay.
And it's certain things I refuse to allow her to see me go through. Okay.
Okay.
I don't bring any and every man around her. Like, to this day, she probably don't know if I'm dating or not.
Okay.
But the good ones, the good ones that I have introduced her to, you know what I'm saying, for whatever reason, you know what I'm saying, we can't be in a solid relationship, but she sees that how a woman is supposed to be treated. And I think I'm teaching my daughter, look, you don't have to have a man. Don't get me wrong. I truly believe I need a man. Yes, I do. I need a man for certain things, but don't let that be the driving force behind you being stupid for a nigga.
What does stupid for a nigga mean?
Ooh, we putting up with bullshit, knowing he out here doing this, that, and the other, and it can jeopardize you or anything.
Are you pro monogamy?
Well, in listening to my dear friend shows recently, I am pro monogamy, but I am to the point where I would probably try a few things. I'm at that age. I've had plenty of experimentation phases, but I'm kind of reviving my thrill seeking. So, I might be willing to do a few things here and there just to say I did it.
And is all this based on your own personal idea of happiness, or do you?
Yes.
Okay. You get what I'm saying? I think that's important. That a lot of people miss that part. You get what I'm saying? To your personal idea of happiness.
Exactly.
But being able to communicate what that looks like. You follow
Right.
me? Like,
Yes, I do.
because sometimes we don't say, this is what I want and this is what I need. You get what I mean? I think it's dope that you say, hey, look, this is what I'm on. If you in, you in. If you not, you not. You
Keep
get
it
what I'm
real.
saying? But dude, I
Just,
haven't. I'm gonna tell you, I've been noticing, especially like within these last few weeks,
mm-hmm.
that motherfuckers say that but don't mean it.
Mm.
You get what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
what does keeping what does the 100 mean? You get what I'm
Tell
saying?
me what I need to know up front. Are you this? Are you that? Have you done this? Have you done that? Let me know. I'm not gonna judge you because I know I got some shit. I got some baggage too that you might not want to accept. But let me know. And that's all through communication. And I think that came with age too. Now I'm not as quick to jump into bed with somebody. Like I'm sitting back and watching how people move. I'm sitting back and watching, how they conduct themselves in certain situations. Don't get me wrong, in the back of my mind, I'll be like, but you know what I'm saying? But then no soon as I get ready to cross that line, they do some fucked up shit, and I'll be like, oh hell no, I'm so glad I dodged that bullet.
See, look, Nayoka just said keeping it 100 is a bunch of mess. I'm just over it. I don't, you know what I'm saying? I think that a lot of guys spend so much time having to like keeping it 100 and thinking that keeping it 100 means you still want to get the end result that you wanted, as opposed to understanding like, okay, I wanna have sex with you. That's nice. You get what I'm saying? I appreciate that. I'm not necessarily looking for the relationship. I appreciate that honesty too, but that don't mean I'm going.
Exactly.
You think that just because you said it that I'm supposed to be like, oh, okay, well, that's cool. Let's have sex. No.
But it's some men out here that really like think they God's gift to the earth. Like you just supposed to just automatically want to hop in the bed with them, and it's like, nigga, impress me some other kind of way. Cause I can I cuss?
It's Blow Radio.
I can fuck myself. Don't get me wrong. I love the warmth and the touch and the sensuality and all that stuff of having a man. But at the end of the day, I can get me off before a nigga can. And a lot of men, they feel some type of way. They intimidated by me, and I don't mean to intimidate them, but I'm in a process now where I am really, really growing, and the real me is really, really coming out. And these niggas out here, they gotta level up.
When you say level up, what does that mean to you? For you,
they gotta have something going on to where I can see the stability. I can see that they trying to grow and make a difference.
And see, I mean, I definitely get that. I'm trying to see past, and this is me like being 130% honest and on air. You get what I'm saying? I'm trying to see past and look past and get past emotionally the commitment that comes along with now we're dating. You get what I'm saying? Because it's some stuff in my mind, or that what I've been noticing, that especially now at this age, that people are expecting or anticipating dating. You get what I'm saying? Because of the age that we are. You get what I'm saying? I'm like, I'm not your wife, sir. you get what I'm saying? Like, and so I'm that means for me, there's some stuff that I'm not your wife.
But you know what though, Trees? That comes with communication. When you communicate what you expect, if this is what we gonna be, boom, boom, boom. Otherwise, look, don't expect me to be doing this and changing up how I move and all this stuff. That's not gonna happen.
See, you follow what I guess, like so like dating. You get what I'm saying? Like I just mentioned earlier that like I'm sucking at that online thing, because first of all, anybody that know me know I hate text message conversations. Talk to me. You know what I'm saying? But I also ain't finna give out my phone number if I don't know you. So I'm ruined. You understand what I'm saying? I need a
that's crazy.
side number just for that.
That's crazy that you said that because, you know, I've had a couple of guys hit me in my messenger, right?
Okay.
And it's like, oh, can I get your number? No, let me get to know you before, you know, so I give you my number. You can reach me through Messenger. You can call me through Messenger. We can video all that stuff. And a month go by, I give my number, and then it just be like a totally different person. And then now you blocked. You know, so it's like they out here playing these games. It's scary, you know, because you never know what type of person you getting into, you meeting, you know, and a lot of catfishing going on. Just a whole bunch of nonsense be going on with the online thing, and it's crazy that we you know, we going in that direction. So I don't know. I don't know
you
what
see what I'm saying. So as we getting older, like I'm like, sir, you want me to do what?
Right.
Like I'm just getting to know you. You want me now? You want me to feed you, do your laundry? You want me to do all of your wife stuff? Are you
But
married?
you know
Where's your wife? Because this ain't me.
That's because they used to a certain type of female that be going for that type of shit. You know what I'm saying? They used to, a lot of these Negroes out here ain't really experienced a real woman, so they be out here just messing with these weak-minded females that let them get away and do those type of things.
And so I thought maybe I was just tripping because I'm like, like, because okay, think about this, and this is from my perspective, because if we decided we're dating and we're getting to know one another, okay, and so if things are going well, whatever, say we are intimate, you know what I'm saying, and you're my quote unquote my lover or my sex partner, whatever the case may be. That okay, so we doing that, but okay, what is the like all these other little things that come along with, you know what I'm saying, with us dating now and me getting to know you, like how is it that I'm required to now, like where's the let me slow up real quick, because I believe and like, first of all, I've never lived with a man that wasn't that I was into, like that was my boyfriend. I've never lived with my boyfriend. I've had a male roommate, you get what I'm saying, but we wasn't like, that wasn't my man.
Okay.
And like he had his room, I had my room. You see what I'm saying? Like we was roommates.
Okay.
However, like, so I've never done that part. But what I'm trying to understand is, I think that if I'm dating you, and then I mean, there's some stuff I don't mind doing. We hanging out as we're building, get to know each other. What am I saving for? Like, if we're gonna be married, or is that the end goal? Because of course, again, I grew up thinking about marriage, and marriage being not the end goal, but you know what I'm saying, a part of the step in the process of us connecting. Why you want all of that now, though? Like, can you grow into that? Like, what am I saving? I'm already having intimacy with you. We already having sex. We already hanging out and kicking it. You know, now so now we splitting bills, and I'm having sex with you, and I gotta take care of you too in advance for nothing on GP.
Exactly.
On GP, just like for what? Like, I don't understand that. Like, I understand that. I also don't understand the dude that be having a whole fit about paying the bills, but don't want to split the other stuff. I don't have no problem with splitting bills. I'll split them with you if that's what we doing. If we living together and we splitting bills, but if we splitting bills, we splitting everything.
Exactly.
Everything. If we are, then that's just me though. Because if we splitting bills, which I don't mind doing, we splitting all the responsibilities. I'm not cooking and cleaning and working and doing everything, and all you doing is paying the bills. I'm not doing paying, and you paying only half of the bills. I'm not doing everything. Are you hungry?
And you still fucking.
Listen, that's a lot. That's a lot going on. Let me just grab the wall real quick. Tina Renee Sam said that Patrice, like we supposed to just spread them. I can't go for I can go to an X for that and guaranteed curve. Well, okay. Then Ioka said, for me, dating is simply getting to know each other. It doesn't make me your wife. I can't seem to get a man to understand that. It don't make me your wife. You know what I'm saying?
And you don't get wife duties.
And you don't get the wife treats. That's a bit. You listen, we get married. It's a whole lot of things that I'm going to do for you that I would not do for this dude that I'm dating. Where's the benefit? Where's the increase? It's got to be something. Okay,
What makes you special?
Paula said, and then now you blocked. And then Katina said, agree, Katina, communication. They expect that wifey shit because let me see, pick me's lead with that. Oh my God, you're so crazy. I lead with I have a life. Come on. When they call me different, I say you might need different. You are single. And then Nayoka said yes. And then Tina said, some of these Negroes keep going back to their mama. Well. And then she said, as a grown man of a certain age, a grown man of a certain age knows how to cook for himself, wash his own drawers. Listen to what I'm saying. He should. And I listen. So I'm not tripping on. I hate laundry. I hate laundry bad. Okay, real bad. Like I scratch my face. I hate laundry real bad. Okay, but what I'm saying is, if I'm gonna wash my clothes and our clothes and your clothes dirty, I could wash our clothes. I ain't tripping on that. You get what I'm saying? But just like I feel like, so then that means when your clothes is dirty, you should wash our clothes. Especially we splitting all the bills. You want to split the bills? Like we living together, like we splitting everything down. Cause these chicks out here just don't want a nigga that's going whatever the case may be. Then all the duties get split. All of them. Not just the ones that you don't feel like doing, all of them. Now we split. I'll take out the trash because now we splitting all the bills. We splitting everything, right? We split everything. But that's just me and my mentality. If you want all of the catered to man things, I'm not saying that I have a problem with giving my husband any to help subletting any of my things that our family need in our home. However, sir, what is the so there's no benefit, there's no gain in marriage. Is that what I'm being told? There's no gain, there's no come up, there's no blessing, no good looking, no none of that. The marriage, none of that marriage, right?
I don't get it. You know, even on a sexual level, you know, they want you to do this, do that, do that. Okay, no, hon, that's something. No, it's not gonna happen like that.
Right? I'm like, so you want me to do all the tricks now?
You want me to swing off the chandelier and hit the wall and then hit a backflip? Nah, that's not gonna happen. So then when we split up, you know what I'm saying? You can go tell, oh, she did this for me. Nah, that's not gonna happen.
Tina said,
I'll be able to say I did that shit for my husband.
Right. Tina said, so the ones complaining about $40 dates are splitting bills. They aren't. No, they're not, ma'am. No, they're not. That's my whole point. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. You understand what I'm saying? What are you complaining about, sir? It's annoying. It is annoying. If you rather just pay the $40, humble her and send on her way, then pay whatever the $40 and send her on her way. If you want to take me out on a date. If I want to take you out on a date, I'm gonna pay for it. Why wouldn't I?
That's another thing too. Like I've ran into men who they used to paying for everything. Used to do okay. I blow their mind, be like, oh no, I got it. You know what I'm saying? Because they're not used to that. But and then they don't know how to respond to it.
That's a whole headbanger right there, though.
Exactly.
No, I got it. What?
They're not used to. Or when you check on them, hey baby, you eat today? You good? They're not used to that. They're not used to it at all.
Nayoka said, listen, I've been married 3 times and there is no damn come up. Stop it. Listen, where's this? It's got to be something. I'm gonna tell you. I don't know. I just me personally, I draw borders. There are lines. You get what I'm saying? Depending on how I'm engaging you. If you're just somebody I'm hanging out with you, I don't treat my brothers and my man the same way. I
Come on
definitely
now.
don't treat my man as somebody I'm just messing around with the same way. I'm definitely not going to treat my husband the same way that I would treat. Why would I? Because y'all not the same. You're not
At
you're
all.
not the same. I don't understand. It's not the same. Like they're like love. You can love more than one. You can love
Yes, you
more than one
can.
person. And
You
why you can love more
definitely
than one
can.
person? Because love is different. I love my mama, my sister, my cousin. I love all these different people,
Exactly.
and I don't love them the same. I love them differently based on our relationship. So absolutely, I can quote unquote be in love with more than one person.
Yes, you can.
I just don't know. I mean, I know it's what it is, but the truth, I mean, I can't. I look at my shrug my shoulders like this. It's just this whole dating thing. How you
You know,
doing?
another thing too, I run into
What?
where I used to run into. Let's say I meet a guy and I'm just in one of them type of moves. Hey, let's do this. No strings attached. No feelings involved. Let's do this.
Hmm.
Okay, you do the do. They can't handle that. Okay, now, sir, you're not abiding by the understanding we had.
I just talked to Devon about this yesterday. Okay. And he bust my head with that. Let me tell you what he did. It was yesterday before. He did. He bust my whole head. And he was like, so you can be intimate with a person for years and not feel something for them. I said, well,
I think
this is what I said. So I said, I mean, you could feel something for them, but if we have this agreement and this is where we are, you know what I'm saying? That nigga told me I was worse than a stripper.
oh wait. No, he didn't.
He did. My little feelings was hurt. I was like, what is you saying? And he was like, he said, look at you, Treese. Look at you. You're beautiful. You're talented, like in multiple areas. You know what I'm saying? He's like you dope as hell. And then you having intimacies with this dude, like, so you talented all of this in front of him, and then he can't have it. I was like, what? But I'm like, why would you want that? Like, according to you, what the agreement was is that we got this, and this. You get what I'm saying? And he's like, okay, but things change, people change, and I'm like, okay, but shouldn't that be communicated? Because if my feelings was changing, and if I was on something else, you get what I'm saying? Then it would be expected that I said something instead of all these little hits and hits. And he said, okay, so men and women are different, and we have to communicate differently, but don't be with nobody that and don't expect them to have feelings for you, especially if you being intimate with this person and for an extended period of time. And so he bust my head. I was like, okay, men got feelings. I ain't tripping. But he's like, there's no but. Like, men have feelings. And if we spend time with you, you know what I'm saying? He said, I'm not saying this for everything and everybody, but treat you, come on. He said, so you think that somebody could spend some time with you laughing and joking and hanging out and doing whatever it is that y'all do, you know what I'm saying? That's not sexual. And then do sexual stuff with you. And he not supposed to like develop no feelings for you? Like, are you like, does that even make sense to you? And
it happens.
And I got quiet. Because I know when I've been told. Hold on, let me read the comment real quick, baby. Tina Renee says she said we sometimes expect more from our friends, and we let these Negroes slide on so many things. I refuse to do so. I will stay single. Then she said they can't handle it or competition among other men, but men can do it. Men love strippers though. They do. Men have feelings, but they also have mouths. That's what I'm saying. Say something. You know what I'm saying? Or don't leave me to figure it out, or you're not sure how I'm gonna handle it or where I'm gonna go with it. If we set a boundary, then I'm assuming that we establishing this boundary. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
If something is moving outside of that, if my feelings change, I'm supposed to say something. I'm supposed to say, hey, I'm, you know what I'm saying? Whatever the conversation is to be had. And it's supposed to go both ways. Go ahead, Tina.
Let me tell you, I'm supposed to be a multi-millionaire by now because I came with that think like a man, act like a woman. I kid you. After my divorce, I can't remember the year I got divorced because it was so horrible. But I came up with that. And Steve Harvey just beat me to it as far as
Steve jacked you. Steve jacked you.
He stole my idea. I'm telling you. That think like a man but act like a lady, and niggas can't handle it. They can't handle it.
What it's explain? So explain to me what you think that is. Tina Renee said you ain't no mind reader. Don't they hate that about us? Okay, that's all I'm saying. She said this never works for us. They make us out to be cold blooded when we said it like that. That's all I'm saying. Go ahead.
I guess I'd be cold blooded because I think I kind of set myself up to not get hurt. I have a lot that I have to protect, and unfortunately, until I know something is like solid, it's only so much I can invest into a relationship.
When you say solid, what does that mean?
Where I'm that comfortable with somebody to where I know that we are heading in a certain direction. And it's been such a long time, I don't even know if I will be able to recognize it.
Wow.
It is, yeah. But like I said, I'm hopeful. And I think that's kind of like what makes it hard for me to be impressed. Like, and maybe I'm using the wrong word, but it's like, I've had my fair share, and I know what I want. I know what I deserve. I know what type of woman I am. I know what I'm capable of. I know what I'm bringing to the table. And I know that, you know, with the right person, we can really, you know, make some stuff happen.
Okay.
So it's like at my age and just, you know, with my circumstances, it's kind of difficult to find the right person to accept, you know, like my illnesses, you know, and sometimes I have my bad days, and a lot of men struggle with that, you know, and some say they thought I was on bullshit, you know, and just, you know, trying to ignore them or whatever. But no, I really need somebody that understands that I have my bad days and this is what I need you to do.
Okay.
You know, but it's hard, you know, because I know I have a lot that I'm bringing to the table, and I don't know, Trees. I just can't find nobody to make it past that 90-day mark. I kid you not.
What's the 90-day mark?
I tried 90 days from the day we, you know, start kicking it. I can't find nobody to make it past that 90-day mark.
Well, I'm not trying to be funny. I don't know what that is. What's 90? What's that?
After 90 days of knowing somebody, 90 days of dealing with somebody, you know, it's just like, they don't last that long. I get fed up. I get irritated to where it's like, you know what? I can't do this no more.
That's interesting.
It is. But me and you made it 90 days.
Oh, well, look at me. Look at the father. Whoa, snaps. Look at, and I'm still here, fam. What? What? Or at least look at. At least we know that it ain't relationship line up for 90 days. if you can get past these 3 months, win.
You're right.
Woo!
I wouldn't call it a 90-day rule.
That's what it sounds like, fam. It sounds like 90 days. Not like 90-day rule.
I know. But that was my idea. I promise you.
And he knows he done jacked you. Did you say it to somebody? They stole it to him?
I don't tell them up front. But afterwards, I'd be like, damn, you didn't even last 90 days. You know.
I think you just told the world, though, Tina.
And I'm cool with that.
Okay, I'm like, I think you just told everybody. I think you just did. I just think you just told the internet.
I'm cool with that now.
Okay.
It is what it is.
I don't know, because I haven't officially put myself in a position to be like doing any dating. Like the time that I've been spending recently on these apps is like the most time that I've been doing. But I'm irritated by that because I don't want to type. But I also don't feel comfortable enough to give out my phone number. Because then what if you call me?
We just been so busy. It's like when will we have time for a relationship?
See, you know what? But see, that depends on what you need in a relationship because everybody needs something different.
Right.
I don't need to see you every day, all day. I don't need to talk to you. I don't need that. Like, I just personally don't. You get what I'm saying? And look, so I was engaged by a young man. And you know, I gotta share this, whatever. And
Okay.
I was like, you know, okay. He's like, yeah. So I'm just want to be honest. You know what I'm saying? I like what I see, and I'm like, okay, so what? And he was like, I'm like, what if, you know what I'm saying? You so adamant about, you know what I'm saying? Like, I might not be worth whatever it is you got going on. So settle down. And he was like, oh, you know, we're going to see what it is. I just believe you are, blah, 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 whatever. And I was like, okay. And then so we texting, which I absolutely hate. And I've said this several times, but he hit me, I respond. He hit me, I respond. No worries. And then he hit me. I text him and I said, you sleep, wake up. He said, why, you want them buns clapped?
Oh.
And I was like, jokes. I'm reading this just so y'all understand that if he happen to hear this, he gonna be like, whatever. And then he said, I'm for real. I want to feel that juicy MF. And he talking about my butt. Okay. So my response to him was this, and I know this is not nice, but I said it anyway. I said, dear Mr. I want to fuck, in quotes. Okay. Your efforts are lackluster. I advise you to up your game or get off the field. This roster requires a team to show up, perform, and participate. We do not extend perks for inactive players. Please keep this in mind. Sincerely, management. Okay. He was like, what? And I was like, good night, sir. And he was like, yup. You know what I'm saying? So, but my point in all of that was, okay, so what? It's obvious you want to have sex. You get what I'm saying? Who cares? That's obvious. You get what I'm saying? Because you see it. Oh, I was okay. Then when I went to, but I'm probably not what you want. You get what I'm saying? How do I know that? Okay, well then if this what you want, let's go, sir. Come through. What are you doing? All you doing is randomly texting something I want to hit. What? That's all you got? Well, you can just keep texting with that. Cause good luck. Cause you're not gonna get nothing else out of me. You get what I'm saying? What's happening? What you
it's
not?
Almost
like who are you inboxing that or texting that you say, oh, I want to hit, and then she said, okay, come by.
Sure, you'd be surprised.
Oh well, this ain't that. this ain't that. You know what I'm saying? It's not.
You know, we gotta let them know, and we gotta stand on it, because it's like a lot of men, they not willing to get past the physical attraction. Okay, that's the first thing. You know what I'm saying? That's the first thing. We physically attracted to one another. Okay, so what's next?
Honestly, like all jokes aside, and I remember when you said that, what did he say? Tony Cole said niggas know. Let me run it with Tony Cole said niggas know everything in pursuit of a nut. Listen, hey, do it. Whatever the case may be. You know what I'm saying? All I'm simply saying is this. I bore easy. Okay, as busy as I am and as creative and all of these things that I got, I need to be entertained. Like all jokes aside, I don't it's not about the amount of money that you spend, because I got money. You know what I'm saying? I need what are you doing for me that I can't do for myself? Like, what is you bringing to the table? You get what I'm saying? Like, where is the offset? Like, everybody needs something different. I'm not talking about just what I want, because what I want is somebody that's going, you know what I'm saying, be on deck physically, mentally, emotionally, all these things, whatever. That's, you know what I'm saying? But what I need is for you to engage me in a capacity that's going to draw me to you in a space that I can't deny what I have for you.
Come on now.
And if you can't do that, then it ain't. I mean, if I just wanted to hump you, I'd have did that long time ago.
Right.
But you've not done anything. Like, even for that, like, I can see you and be like, okay, little thick dude. But little thick dude fade real quick. You, like, so fast so fast. Like you'll never make it to my. I'm not coming to your house. You'll never make it to my house. We'll never go anywhere because there's not. I'm not. I'm not entertained. I'm not captured. I'm not captivated. It's got to be something. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Tony said that was said in regards to his statement, not he know you're the one for him. Exactly. I got you, Tony. Naoka said, y'all are going to be single a long time. Dang, yes, I am. I am going to be single a long time.
I'm cool with that. I'm cool with it.
I'm recently divorced. When I say recently, it's been a couple of years. I'm fine with that. I don't have time for that, sir, ma'am. I need to be entertained. And if all you want to do is hump on me, that's fine too. But entertain me enough so that I can be interested.
Right.
Okay, just saying I want to have sex is not entertaining. I'm not engaged, and I could. Okay, so what? So does he. So does he. So does he. So does he. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I mean, if I just wanted to be intimate with you, then I would do that. But I'm not. You've not done anything that make me want to be intimate with you. Okay,
you know what,
I don't get it. Yeah, go ahead.
It's easy. It's easier to have sex than it is to really work towards a relationship. And I think a lot of men fail to realize that we have choices just like they have choices. You know what I'm saying? And I didn't got to the point where it's nothing for me to fuck somebody, not have feelings, and keep it moving. Act like we ain't never had sex. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
But that goes back to the communication and the understanding. You know what I'm saying? And it's not too often where you can find a guy that's willing to roll with it that way. And my thing, if you're not willing to roll with it that way, then guess what? Step your game up. Shoot your shot. Do what you got to do to get me then. Otherwise, if this is what we going to choose to do, this is what we going to choose to do.
I don't know. I don't know. I like earlier we was talking and I was like, she said, we going to be single. Oh, we going to be single. My bad. Not good. I'm just saying, I just feel like it's not too much to ask to be entertained.
It ain't.
You know what I'm saying? I didn't ask you to spend your dollars on me. Because I'm not saying don't. Let me make this an all out announcement. Patrice is not denying you to take her out to dinner. Take me to dinner. You get what I'm saying? But so what though?
Mm-hmm.
Engage me, entertain me,
be creative.
What's wrong with that? Don't be lazy. And I mean, unless not even that, because
let's do some different shit.
Horse penis is boring after a while. So.
You know what I'm saying? Let's ride the boom town.
That baby said, "Let's ride the boom town."
You know different shit.
I love you.
And a lot of men don't know how to do that. They don't know how to do entertain.
I don't know. I don't think that it's a hard press. And I know that there are women out here who that's just what they own though. So if she just want to be intimate with you, because you know what you got to do to make me want to wash your clothes? I'm like straight up seriously. Do you, or to even want to feed you?
Come on now.
Like this is just me. Like you could be fine. Okay, sir. Had the smoothest voice and be thriving with intellect. That's great. Now I'm turned on.
Right.
But how long? This is not the Motel 6. We're not gonna. Oh, this is Motel 8. The light. We're not leaving the light on. You got to get to make sure that the bills is paid. And I don't mean dollar bills. I mean there's got to be something invested to keep the engagement. Or I mean, truth, I maybe I am gonna be single for a long time. I think that I'm done with settling for just enough, and I'm okay. Look at Tony said,
Yeah.
What a brother got to do to get a plate? Captivate me, Tony. I got to feed you. That mean I like you.
Come on now.
If I'm feeding you, this is me. I don't know about other people, but if I feed you, I like you. If I'm making sure you eat, making sure you straight, you know what I'm saying? Like they're providing you nourishment. I like you. Do you understand? I like you. Why make me like you? Being attracted to you don't mean I like you.
Come on, Trace.
Seeing you and being even turned on by you don't mean I like you. You could be fine as a fool and then open your mouth and sound like your name is Jenny. Sir, goodbye. You know what I'm saying? I'm simply saying it's not difficult. Allow me to like you. Be likable. Well, how do I get you to like me? Katina said you got to figure it out. That's what Katina said. Tony says, so a sandwich is the new we go together. It is absolutely not. No, it is not the new we go together. If I'm feeding you, I like you. That don't mean we go together. It just means I like you. That's all. It just means that I care that you eat.
Enough.
I care enough that you eat. Let me get you together.
But what you gonna do to keep getting these meals?
No, what Tina Renee Sam said, I'll be single for a while until the person that's for me appreciates who I am. Most days I'm happier than people in relationships that I see. I am naturally nurturing, but for people that appreciate, let me see this, who I am and what I do, shit, I get paid for that. So I have to keep my boundaries because I will be nurturing those that don't deserve my time. Let me just clap that up real quick. Deirdre said, well, I'll feed anyone. So for me, you got to hold my attention with good conversation, make me laugh, show me some new shit and keep my interest. Hey, listen. And Tina said, and appreciated the sandwich. Listen, all I'm saying is she a feeder. I'm not going to feed you unless I like you. You know what I'm saying? If I call you, I mean, it's not a lie. If I make sure you eat today, yeah, I probably like you. You get what I'm saying? More than just being attracted to you. You get what I'm saying? If I want to make sure you straight, that's me. You get what I'm saying? I got girlfriends who like to cook, and if you happen to be through, you gonna catch this plate. You get what I'm saying? And she gonna make sure your whole belly full, but that means nothing to her.
Absolutely.
That means nothing to her. Me, on the other hand, that's not so much the case. Me, on the other hand, if I feed you, I like you. If I want to make sure you eat, I like you. Otherwise, I'd be like, I'm good on it.
I got a question, Trace.
Come on, we got like 2 minutes.
So, okay, I met this guy once, and instantly he coming with, oh, I've been through this, that, and the other. So I flat out say, look, I don't want to hear all that. How we gonna move forward? Am I wrong for telling him I don't want to hear all that?
It's all about the it's all about the language. It's all about the language. I'm not saying that you're wrong. It's just all about the language. You get what I'm saying?
I be trying to, steer people in a more positive direction. Okay, that's the. I don't need to know about your past relationship. None of that. Let's what we gonna do together.
And see, and I don't mind hearing about his past relationship, but I don't want you to bash old girl because you was there.
Right. That type of shit.
You get what I'm saying? So it's cool, and I hope that you weren't in a situation where you were abused. You know what I'm saying? It happens. Women abuse men too. You get what I'm saying? I just hope that, now moving forward, we can be on something else. Real quick though, Tina, I want to thank you for jumping right in. Jumping like right in on the conversation. I appreciate that and helping me change my focus because I had messed up and I had I lost my notes. So I had to change the topic completely. You get what I'm saying?
I got you back.
Tina Renee said you need to hear that past to see if he is accountable.
Okay.
There you go. There you go. Right there. I was trying to wait for somebody to be able to respond. But
like
moving
that.
forward, she said, and if he has worked through it, come on. Let me tell me about that. And just you can't bash her to me though. Let's talk about where you at. I was going to encourage everybody to log on tomorrow night to Headboard Conversations, where the conversation is going to get a little sticky. Headboard Conversations here on blowradio.com, 10 o'clock p.m. Central Standard Time. Go to the Headboard Conversations page on Facebook so you can watch it. Go to the YouTube page. For Headboard Conversations, you can find us there as well, so you can actually catch the conversation. I'm gonna go channel my inner madam and bring Madam Trice to the table, and that's gonna have us a great time. But until then, make sure you stay well, be real, and be well. Stay well, be real, and be well. 130%. Hey, acceptance don't mean you gotta like it. You get what I'm saying? But honoring where you are and being okay with some things, it just makes life just a little smoother, and you'll get there. We'll all get there, hopefully sooner than later. But until next week, Tuesday, it's your girl JustPatrice. Holla. Yep.
Adiós míos, papi. No puedo dejar de sentir una especial de manera de usted.
You already know.
Sometimes it's hard to explain how you feel when your troubles are weighing you down. And it's hard to accept that the world has your back when you cry and there's no one around. But it's okay, girl, to take a day, girl, to regroup and to relax your mind. I know your pain, girl. Trust when I say, girl, that tomorrow is gonna be alright. Breathe just breathe. Nobody said it'd be easy. You're working hard to take care of your babies. And the way the world's set up, even when your man gives up, you got to keep it moving on. So it's okay, girl. Take a day, girl, to regroup and to relax your mind. I know your pain, girl. Trust when I say, girl, that tomorrow is gonna be alright. Just breathe. Just breathe. Just breathe. Then lay your troubles down. When you're tired of all the drama, makes me wanna holler, yeah. I know you're tired of stressing with the world on your shoulders. Breathe in, breathe out, let it go. I know you're tired of stressing. I know, yeah. Breathe in, breathe out, let it go. 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 Let it go.